right. His free information helped me stop the calls and settle my debt.
What have you got to lose? Stop the calls now, get out of debt, and have more money. Get Herb K's #1 debt secret absolutely free now.
Call 800-696-2140. That's 800-696-2140. 800-696-2140.
Bringing you the best in sports radio news and information. 24-hour coverage. 24-hour. The Sports Journey Broadcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters.
This is a journey into sound.
For the biggest names in sports and breaking sports stories, this is Sports Journey Radio with myself, Blake Lewis.
You're listening to Sports Journey, Blake Lewis. You're listening to Sports Journey, Blake Lewis. You're listening to Sports Journey. Blake Lewis.
It's time for the show that brings you the biggest names and top stories in all of sports. Sports Journey with myself, Blake Lewis. Welcome, everyone. Another Sports Journey with myself, Blake Lewis, here from Forked River House here in Forked River, New Jersey. And we've got a special night, not just because of the two men sitting to my far left, Mr. Cristiano Oliveira from Newark, New Jersey. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, everybody?
And then obviously on the far end, we have back by popular demand, Mr. Alex Joseph from the San Francisco 49ers. What's up, Al?
What's going on?
And then right here to my left, a good friend of mine from the Washington Redskins, Mr. Brandon Banks, the self-proclaimed fastest man in the NFL.
What's up, like, how you doing?
I'm good. So you made the trip up here?
Yep.
Long drive?
It wasn't too bad. It was just like driving home to North Carolina, so
okay.
About the same distance.
Okay. All right, Alex, did it take you a long time to get up?
Got hit with some traffic, but, I got wheel games, so I just got around it.
I see you repping the San Francisco thing up there.
You see the hat.
Wrong colors, though, man.
It don't matter.
Wrong colors.
Got the signal on it.
And Chris came in. He was repping the New York Yankees jacket. You took it off because it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot in here. I'm surprised you're sitting here with this.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it. I'm all right, though.
Well, I mean, I'm not
trying to shed some pounds, so you're trying to sweat it out.
Nah, I can't do that. I mean, this guy got the bracelet, man. What is that?
This is, like you said, it's just a little bracelet.
I've never seen anything like that. He said it's a little bracelet. Nah.
I've been seeing a lot of people with them. A lot of people. It's a little style now, I guess.
Yeah, a new Brandon Banks style.
Nah.
Now, you guys we talk about this every week. You're working out on your own. I know you guys got back together this week, a couple of days, worked out from a local high school. I mean, once again, and I asked Alex this before, you doing it now, were you afraid of getting hurt?
Not really. I'm in the process of, I'm still rehabbing, so
right.
I'm not even going too hard, not too much, but I mean, anytime you're out moving around, you can get hurt from bending over and picking up a pencil. Because I mean, it happened to me before.
That ain't a lie, right?
But I mean, it's always in the back of athletes' head. But it's part of the game. It's part of being competitive. You want to get better. That's what the sacrifice is going to take.
I mean, and your teammates summon you, so it's important to get together. I mean, for you though, that's different, Alex. Because you have to go all the way to the other side of the country.
Yeah. So I just do little workouts with Andre Neblett, played for the Panthers, so he's at school as well as me. So we just work out together.
You need to tell Andre, too, that he still owes Chris and me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I told him that plenty of times.
Okay.
He's coming.
Okay. All right.
He's making it up for all of us.
They were little kids that were upset, man. They didn't get a chance to see him. D-tackle for the Panthers. Didn't show up. Nah, I'm just teasing. Look, as football players, right now, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, Chris and me, this is what we do for a living. And Chris and me were talking last night, man, the Capitals, big win over his Rangers,
Come on, man.
You knew I was going to
Why
bring
you gotta
that up.
mention that? Come on. I mean, we had a 3-goal lead heading into the third period, talking about a team that best record in the NHL as far as when leading going into the third period. 29-0. And I guess we stunk the bed now. I mean, Washington Capitals had a tremendous comeback, and then they played really well in both overtime periods. Got a little lucky, but that's how it is in the playoffs, man. You got to play. You got to play it out.
Luck, I'll take it anytime.
I mean, it's a big game. I know we talked about it before. You go from coming back home 2-2 to now being up 3-1. So definitely a whole different perspective now on this series. But like I mentioned to you last night, and I'll say it again. Go back 3 years ago. Rangers were up 3-0 at one point. All they needed was one more game to clinch, and the Washington Capitals came all the way back and obviously knocked them out in 7. So no reason why the Rangers can't do it, especially with that goalie, Henrik Lundqvist. The guy's phenomenal. So it gives them a chance every single night.
Nah, that's not going down this year.
Listen, you are the number 1 seed. We're number 8 seed. So, I mean, it shouldn't go down. But, listen, you not you, but you know what I'm saying. The Washington Capitals are having a harder time right now with the New York Rangers than they ever thought they were going to have.
See, I said this before. If the Caps can get out the first round, then possibly they can do what they were supposed to do last year. I mean, the pressure that's on that team, it's a lot of people in D.C. that are like, if they don't win it, not just get, to the Stanley Cup Finals, they have to win it.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for that city. I mean, when was the last time they had a winner?
They've never had a team all CC yet.
He had to wink that at me, too.
Actually, I did an autograph signing about, I think it was 2 weeks ago with Ovechkin. So I got to holler at him. So big ups to Ovechkin.
He's a cool dude.
He's cool.
Saw a special on him on Real Sports, and he's driving his brand new. There's only like 12 of those Benzes around the world, and he's killing it, like doing 120 to practices. The team's like, yo, what's wrong with you? You crazy?
You just told on him, man.
No, it was on it. I didn't tell on him. It was on HBO.
now the cops will be out. But when you talk to him, what did he? I mean, was he talking about pressure and all that stuff?
Oh no. We were basically just getting to know each other. But I hollered at him and told him how good of a season. I mean, I'm not familiar with hockey, but I watch Sports Center and I see what's going on with the Caps. But I just hollered at him and told him good luck for the rest of the playoffs or whatever. He told me he's gonna try to bring a championship to the city of DC.
But at the end of the day, that should be no pressure for this guy. You're talking about a Russian. These guys, since they were this big, they've had pressure to make it. It's a dumb, you know what I'm saying? Right now, the NHL playoffs should be nothing. When these guys put on their Russia jersey when they're playing in the Olympics, I think that's pressure because if you don't win that, you go home and you're disowned for 4 years until you get another shot at it.
See, I do think there's a lot of pressure on the Caps, though, because, as you joked around and said, that's the truth, though. And they always say until you win that first championship, you don't know what it takes to get there. And this is a team that, make no mistake about it, for the last 3-4 years have been one of the best teams in the NHL, and they've come up short big time in the playoffs.
I tell you, your coach yesterday, he actually said that it most backfired. His comments about Madison Square Garden and the fans, and where you saying that it wasn't that loud. I don't know if you watched the game. Rangers were up 3-0. And they're like, can you hear us now? The crowd, it was nuts yesterday. And he's like, yeah, I think that was a bad job on my part by mentioning that. I mean, they were letting them have it.
They got the win, though. They got the win.
They got the lie.
So as NFL players, most people expect for you to obviously follow your sport, the other players that you go up against every week. But have you guys been paying attention to the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs?
Just NBA. I mean, watching my Heat, watching my dog LeBron go in.
God.
My dog LeBron. The wagon came down the street and he jumped on it.
Nah, baby. Ain't no wagon. He's a playmaker, man. He reminds me of myself.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
Kobe or LeBron.
You already know.
Kobe or LeBron. That's all I'm going to say. I'm picking LeBron all day.
I'm LeBron, too.
I'm right there with you.
I'm picking LeBron over Kobe.
I'm right here with you.
I'm going to tell you guys, son. Listen, LeBron might get there. But as far as Kobe, and I love Kobe, they're going to have a hard time with that Oklahoma team because ever since, and I said that on my radio show, and you can go back on Sports Journey, the day that trade happened, I told everybody, Kendrick Perkins is going to change this team. And everybody's like, just pushing it off. This guy brings in the defensive intensity. He could rebound, and we're all basketball fans here. We're pretty sure we watched Game 7 of last season. He got hurt in Game 6, and that was the ugliest basketball game I've ever watched in Game 7 where the Lakers, squeaked out a win. If Kendrick Perkins played that game, the Lakers do not win that game last year.
I agree.
And that guy changes, and you put him with two playmakers in Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Listen.
It's going to be tough. I'm not saying Lakers ain't coming out. It's going to be tough.
Listen. You want something because I said it too. I came on your show up in New York, and I said that the team to beat now in the West is still the Lakers. I said that. I said, but the team that's going to give them the most trouble, I thought it was going to be Oklahoma. And now I'm seeing that. But let's not talk about them yet. Because, Chris, you know where I'm going with this. I said this, too, and your boy Mike Jones back in D.C., if he's watching right now, I did call him out because Mike Jones kept talking about the Celtics. And I told him the team to beat is Chicago. That's what I said. I told you the same thing.
You did. And we went back and forth.
We did. I know that they're not one of these teams that's going to put up 100 on you. That's not them. But do you see how they get after people defensively?
Yeah.
They're suffocating teams.
I agree with you, but I think when they match up against the Heat in the Eastern Conference Final,
man,
they got two dudes that's gonna guard with Dwayne and LeBron. Oh no, I should say Dwayne and Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
Who gonna guard LeBron?
I mean, but nobody.
Who's the third person on the Bulls?
Brandon.
Who's the third person on the Bulls that's gonna guard that third person on the Heat?
Brandon. Or you guys, not just you, but a lot of people sit here and they give you, as great as LeBron is, right?
Break it down, Chris.
No. They give you this whole thing. Who's gonna guard LeBron? I got a question, bro. Who's gonna guard Dwayne Wade? That guy. You talking about an NBA Finals MVP? Everybody just discards this guy like, he's old. My man, listen, he's a young dude. At the end of the day, if I need a final shot in the last seconds of the game, as much as I love LeBron, and listen, I don't want to go over this, man, because I was basically in tears. I couldn't finish the rest of my show once LeBron picked Miami over New York.
Something funny.
My man, I was heartbroken.
This guy was on the air like a little you-know-what.
I couldn't finish the show. I couldn't finish the show for the last hour. I could not. I'm being serious. I was like this.
He didn't want to do his show.
I couldn't talk. But as good as he is, and I love him as a basketball player, I gotta pick somebody to take that last shot. It's D Wade all day.
Well, that's what it should be, but that's not the issue.
And Chicago, really good team, really good defensively. They have that 1 point guard. Rose is phenomenal. He's awesome. He's a monster. But at the end, he's going up against not only, like you mentioned, LeBron, also against Chris Bosh. To me, you don't mean nothing.
I think it's the big two, not the big three.
You guys are missing the point here. You're missing the point. Once again, let me just go.
We
back.
went over it.
School us, old head.
Hey,
let the wisdom come out. Who is going to? I mean, seriously, we talking D Wade, great, Hall of Famer. We know that. Who's going to guard Derrick Rose?
Listen, Lee, I'm gonna give
look, they can switch with LeBron or D Wade.
Brandon. See, this is what he forgets.
Brandon,
this is what he forgets. You don't have to do that. You could do what the Atlanta Hawks are doing to the Orlando Magic. You let Dwight Howard give you his 40. Nobody else. You let Rose give you his 30, 35. Nobody else going to do anything else.
Time out. You're missing the point, though.
You
know why you're missing the point?
We went over this.
Because Dwight Howard's a center. He needs somebody to get him the ball.
He put 49 up, though.
I know. But listen, he needs somebody to get him the ball. Derrick Rose is a point guard. He always will have the ball in his hands. So even if you say let him score, he's still going to distribute the ball too. He's a point guard. He doesn't need to do it by himself.
They still got knocked down shots.
Let me just throw these things at you, okay? Chris Bosh neutralized zilch in that series, and I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why.
Yes, because of Noah. And that's
because of Noah, and also because of Boozer.
Yeah, but listen, when Boozer does it, it'll be the first time he does it, so I don't want to hear it.
He hasn't stepped up in the playoffs. I'll give you that. But you look at Indiana. Look at their team. That's not a bad basketball team, by the way. I mean, I know they're an 8 seed, but they're an athletic 8 seed. And they're giving Chicago a little bit of different, some trouble at times. That's the closest thing that they're going to see athletic-wise to Miami. That's the closest thing you're going to see. Boston's not an athletic basketball team. We know that. Orlando, for the most part, not really that athletic. So the closest thing that the Bulls are going to see to Miami is Indiana. And I think, and trust me, who does Miami play next?
Big difference, though, Lake.
They're going to have to play Boston.
Blake, big difference, Lake.
Well, we know we got 2 Hall of Famers. That's a big difference.
Indiana doesn't have anybody that's even close, that closely resembles D Wade.
But nobody does.
And they're struggling with him. Listen, I keep saying this, and I used to get into this argument back in the days when I was about these guys' ages and stuff. Back in the days, about the whole Shaquille O'Neal.
Back in the day. No,
come on, not that way, but you know what I'm saying. When Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe, with that argument, I said I used to tell people all the time, when you put both teams out on the court, 5 players on each side, that gives you 10 players. The 2 best players on the court at any time, it's going to be Shaq and Kobe. And at the end of the day, that's a big percentage of your team on the court. Now, you look at this year, the same thing. LeBron is the best player on the court. as good as D Rose has been, that's the best player on the court. You want to tell me D Rose this year is a better player than D Wade? I'll take it. But then you're still gonna go with Bosh. Even though I don't like Bosh, you're gonna go with D Wade and Bosh, and then everybody else falls behind them.
Defense.
Oh my God.
That's what you guys. I'm telling you, you cannot. Oh, everybody keeps saying this about Chicago. Oh, they're just a one-man gang. They have the best record in their conference.
Look, I'm going to say this.
That has to account for something.
This is my last comment on this whole Chicago thing because I'm pretty sure these guys here didn't come here to watch, to listen to me talk. They came here to listen to these guys talk.
And they've been talking
But I'm going to tell you right now.
Miami.
I can't. I was sitting here and I was like, please mention the defense. Please, 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 please. Because if you look at the numbers, yes, as great as they are defensively, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Heat are a top 5 defensive team themselves.
I agree.
All right, then. So defensive, look, it scratches itself off.
So does Miami definitely get past Boston?
Yes.
Well, that's the question. To me, the question is Boston, it's not Chicago.
I mean, y'all talking about Miami like they already in the finals.
They is, and the championship, and won the championship.
Yep.
They won that when he decided
Holding
to go
that
to
trophy
South
up
Beach.
already. I can see it now.
Did you hear what he said? Are you serious?
Listen, man, these guys bang their heads for a living.
Just keeping it real, player.
They bang their heads for a living, man. I mean, what are you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying, man. No way. No way. You said that they won it as soon as LeBron decided to go there?
Yep. That's why he went there.
I think they'll win a championship eventually. I don't think it's going to be
not
this
gonna
year.
be this
I don't
year.
think it's going to be this
Never
year.
know what's
All
going to
right.
happen.
Too many holes in that lineup.
I got a problem, though, with you two now, for real. I got a real problem.
I know who won't win
was
it if LeBron don't win it.
Who?
Kobe ain't gonna win it.
I don't think so either.
Oh, okay.
Chris and me already said it's
As
Kevin
long as that-
Durant
as long
or
as we
Derrick
know
Rose.
that,
No,
Kobe ain't winning.
I still think. Listen, they have what it takes to win. If they don't lose to New Orleans, to Oklahoma, I think that they do have a great chance because even when they play the Miami Heat, as great as those players are, like we mentioned before, they still have no size. And when you put those 3 7-footers on the court, when you're talking about Odom, Bynum, and Gasol, what's Bosh gonna do? What's Randolph going to do? I mean, seriously.
Nah, they don't.
Those guys, I mean, they have no chance. Now, the one thing that they have, they have LeBron, and that guy's the ultimate basketball player. This guy makes everybody around them better. Put me on the court with him, and I'll be like, borderline all-star.
No, I mean,
Baby Jordan.
I'll be the first person to say this, though. I said this all throughout the year. Everyone was knocking Miami, saying they're having a horrible year. They still had the second-best record in their conference, basically a makeshift team that was put together that people were expecting to do great things right away. They still can do that. And I've said this before. D. Wade and LeBron are playoff guys. I mean, that's what you get them for. You don't get them for the regular season. You get them to see what they do in the playoffs. And now we're seeing. But once again, until proven otherwise, I'm still saying Chicago.
I think the only team that could give Miami a battle in the East is going to be Boston. Because even though right now they looking horrible playing against the New York Knicks, and you can make the argument the Knicks should be up 2-0. That's a whole other thing. When these guys face each other, that hatred comes out, man. That hate, it's like, a Redskins Eagles game, a Redskins Cow. That you amped up for that game.
Oh, yeah.
You amped up. You might not even listen. You might be hurt. Your level might not be at their level right now. But for some reason, when you put a rival against one another, all of a sudden that game it should be a blowout on paper. But that game all of a sudden,
Chris with a 49ers Seahawks.
49ers and Cowboys back when Alex was like in grammar school.
Oh, exactly.
And not lately.
I had to take a shot over there on the West Coast, man.
Yeah.
I had to take a shot. Now, look, we're going to have some fun, obviously. We have fun all the time. But one of the things that when Alex was here last week, we were asking him as far as best linebacker in the game. And, of course, he said his teammate, Patrick Willis.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, that's legit. That's legit. But this is what we're going to do tonight, too, to have some serious fun. This guy right here to the left of me, Brandon Banks from Washington Redskins, is, as he says, the fastest man in the NFL. So I want the three of us to throw some players at him that to see if he'll back down as far as if it was a one-on-one race.
Y'all might as well not even do that. Because I ain't gonna back down from nobody.
There's no player in the NFL that you feel like you would have to have your A+ speed that day to get.
Right now?
No, I mean
right now you got a messed up knee.
Now when you healthy,
I'm talking
about like right now, current players.
Yeah. 100% healthy. If I threw Jacoby Ford at you,
I mean,
Jacoby Ford.
there's two dudes that I raced before, and they beat me before. But I beaten Jacoby before. Jacoby beat me more than I beat him.
Okay.
And Trent Holiday. That's the only two dudes that I know of.
Man.
Those some fast boys. I played with both of them. I played with both of them. They fast.
Holiday's little though, man.
Oh, he quick. He got me.
Powerful though. Powerful though.
He got me in the All-Star game. I hated him for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what we do? Let's take a break right here at Forked River House here in Forked River, New Jersey. Brandon Banks, Washington Redskins. Alex Joseph, San Francisco 49ers. Cristiano Oliveira from Newark, New Jersey.
Well,
this
is a drop off.
Nah, man, this is our midday host right here on the Sports Journey Broadcast Network, 2 to 4. People in the chat box, we don't have a lot in there yet, but they'll be coming through. We'll read some of your questions in the chat box. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
Is the IRS ruining your life? Are you afraid of losing everything? You can end the despair you feel right now. Get ready to write down an important phone number you're going to need to help solve your IRS nightmare. The number is 800-558-5308.
Hello, I'm John Harris, president of J.K. Harris & Company, the nation's largest tax representation firm. IRS problems have a way of ruining every aspect of your life if you let them. They don't go away on their own. The IRS can attach your wages, your pension, your savings, even your Social Security checks. If you owe back taxes, don't despair. Since 1997, our former IRS agents and tax professionals have successfully negotiated settlements for our clients, saving them millions of dollars.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, call J.K. Harris at 800-558-5308. You may qualify to dramatically reduce your tax debt. Call 800-558-5308. That's 800-558-5308.
I'm Shikashay Mosley for PETA. I'm a boxer. I fight for a living. My opponents and I know that when we step into the ring, we choose to be there. And that if we don't come out on top, we can at least walk away. Dogfighting isn't like that. Dogs don't have a choice. Many of them get hurt badly or are cruelly killed. So join with me in teaming up with athletes nationwide in the fight against animal cruelty.
Want to know how you can get the latest in consumer electronics for free? Then log on to
freeslide15.com
and find out how you can get a free brand name laptop, digital camera, gaming console, Apple iPad, and much, much more. That's right.
freeslide15.com
is your spot for free items online.
I can't believe how easy it is. Just go to freeslide15.com. Complete a survey and participate in some amazing offers.
That's right.
freeslide15.com
is your source for the latest consumer electronics on the market. And you may be eligible to get them absolutely free. Just visit www.freeslide
and the number 15.com.
It's crazy and totally legit. Freeslide is the real deal, man. What's better than free, right?
Don't delay. Today's offer will end at midnight tonight, so hurry and get yours today. And check back daily to see what other amazing electronics are available.
freeslide15.com
is your spot for free stuff on the web. Terms and conditions may apply, so see website for details. Hurry before today's product expires. Again, go to
freeslide15.com.
That's www.freeslide
and the number 15.com.
Medcare Diabetic, how may I help you?
Hello, I'm a diabetic with insurance, and I just heard your talking meter and free blood pressure monitor promotion on the radio.
Medcare Diabetic, accredited by the Joint Commission for National Quality Recognition, is offering to you a brand new talking monitor that draws blood from anywhere on your body. No more punctured fingers, no pain, no eye strain, and it talks to you. Listen.
112.
And it's multilingual.
112.
Call right now. Qualify and receive as a bonus a blood pressure monitor absolutely free.
That's great. How do I receive both my talking meter with testing supplies and my bonus blood pressure monitors?
If you have Medicare or insurance, Medcare Diabetic may send both your monitors and test supplies directly to your home at no cost. Insulin and syringes are available as well. Copay and deductibles may apply. Call 800-513-0162. That's 800-513-0162. Medcare Diabetic at 800-513-0162.
Sports Journey listeners, are you looking for a job? Are you looking for employment with a place that will allow you to grow? Are you looking for a place that will enhance your skill set? Well, if so, go to our career page on sportsjourney.com. Our career page is powered by Career Builder, the largest job search, employment, and career site. Once again, you can go to sportsjourney.com and go to the career page. All right, everyone, welcome back here. Forked River House, Forked River, New Jersey. Cristiano Oliveira, Brandon Banks from the Washington Redskins, Alex Joseph from the San Francisco 49ers, breaking down all things sports, breaking down who's the fastest guy in the NFL. This guy to the left says he's the fastest player in the NFL. Now, you just mentioned two players, but what about guys like Devin Hester?
No, Devin Hester is as fast as anybody on the field chasing him. He's not a flat-out sprinter.
Okay.
He can't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could beat a lot of people in the foot race, but he's not a flat-out sprinter.
I don't know my man's name, but I'm willing to put money on that kid in Florida. He's running through the SEC. He's winning national champs. A sprinter. I forget his name. Little running back.
That's what he was talking about.
No.
He's going to be a running back this year for Florida.
He talking about
I forget his name now.
Demps.
It might be Demps. This
He
kid's
talking
running
about
through everybody
yeah,
in the
Jeffrey-
SEC championship.
Yeah, Jeffrey Demps.
They say this guy's like a Olympic caliber sprinter.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
Yeah.
I heard about him. I think he ran like 10 flat in high school. So,
But you were Olympic caliber.
yeah, I was until I decided to go to another route.
I mean, was it hard for you though?
I mean, it wasn't hard, but I'd rather do. I mean, if I was gonna put in all that work, I'd rather play football. I mean, running track, man. You travel around the world.
Ain't no money in it.
And yeah, you ain't getting no money.
Yeah, you right.
Man, it's just too much, and the training life is crazy. So, I'm good.
They constantly plucking you in your butt for steroid tests.
Yep.
Hey, that's what they can really do,
USADA.
man. I
Can't
mean,
do
listen.
it. Can't win with them.
Oh, you gonna get it now for HGH?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
We went over this before. We asked
Yeah.
you, what's your thoughts on that? You think that, I mean, I know you're part of the union, you're not really supposed to give it out, but you think that there should be some type of steroid testing in the NFL?
I mean, of course, dude. Look at me. I don't want them. Them
Dude,
guys here.
I was surprised. I said to Lake, I'm like, yo, this dude my size. He ain't afraid of getting cracked on the field? Because I would.
I should have been using it while it was legal.
While it was legal.
But no, I mean, I just think it's fair, man. I just think everybody, should be doing the right thing and just, everybody, treated equal. Everybody. I don't want nobody, I think taking steroids is cheating, so I'm not cool with the cheating. So, I mean, I agree with the decision to test because, like I said, I don't want nobody to cheat.
I mean, hey. The people want it to be fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I can look at both you guys as far as coming from different routes. I mean, Alex, you come around. You were actually on the Panthers for a little bit, the Raiders for a little bit, Packers. So you've gone around, man. But he's still 22.
6-4 in high school. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, man. Let me
go.
tell you this real quick before we stray.
He knocks it, but Vlad, that's good for Vlad.
No. Let's just. When you were in high school, what was your senior record? Senior year.
Senior year, 10-1.
What was your junior year?
10-1.
Okay, so you guys just didn't lose much.
I lost 4 times in 4 years.
And that's what Kyle Wilson said.
Kyle lost
last
3
week.
times.
He said he lost three times. This guy, man, him and Vladimir Dukas, who was the second round draft pick of the Jets last year, offensive lineman. They played together in high school.
Mm-hmm.
They were 6-4 their senior year, man.
I mean, that's over 500. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, that's how Vlad was looking at it.
You're right.
But the flip
The
side
winning
of that
season.
is, but see, there's a flip side to that though, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else in the county they played went on to do anything.
Oh man, where you from?
Connecticut. They're the only 2 players in that whole county, in that whole league, that made it to the pros, and they finished 6-4.
Oh well.
They could have been 7-3 though, but he brought Chinese food into the locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
man,
up north
that's-
though. Up north, they known for basketball, so you can't really knock them.
But we got ball players down
know.
this way.
Here we
got
go.
ball
Hold on, wait.
players around this way.
When you say up north, what you mean up north? What, like north of
Don't
New
even-
Jersey?
look,
Because New
Don't-
Jersey,
Don't
New
start.
Jersey got some
Brian
football players?
Cushion, look Ryan Grant, Bergen. What's it? Bergen Catholic and Don Bosco Prep. Those are like usually in the top 5, top 10 high school players.
Dwayne Jarrett was from there?
No, that's Piscataway. He went to school with Kyle. He was same
Oh,
school as Kyle.
I didn't know that.
Anthony Davis that plays with him. Jersey, man, you especially the Bergen Catholic and Don Bosco Prep. Those schools are always in the top 5, top 10
Steroids.
nationally. Well, Brian Cushion, you went there and
He got
and
the
listen,
party started.
And I used to root for this guy. I did root for him, but I'll tell you, and he can say whatever he wants. He tried to prove the test wrong, but the fact is, ever since this guy got caught for steroids, he has not been the same player.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the numbers; they fell off drastically.
By far. The whole team, that defense was nasty the year before, and they came in with a lot of expectations. And this guy, I mean, listen, I hate to say it, but you can't argue with numbers.
I agree.
Yep.
I mean,
Men lie, women lie.
Look, Brandon,
Don't-
I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. As a fan, as a dude that covered, to me, I wish all you guys were on steroids because you guys are all, play better. As a fan, you get a better product.
Nah, man, look at this dude. Look at this dude, man. I mean, you see this dude next to us?
No, I understand
so
that.
big.
But listen, I'm just saying, when you sit up in the stands, it's like whatever, bro. A guy's faster because he's doing steroids, good. I get to see a faster dude on the field.
you know what's funny though? Every time somebody sees you for the first time, I mean, back home we go through this all the time when we're doing the show. But even up here, a couple of people said to me, I mean, you said it.
I said it right away.
He's my size.
Size don't matter, man. As long as you got that heart, you can do whatever you want.
You need to have a lot of heart in that package because, I mean, there's guys, and I'm sure, on the kickoff team, on the punt return team that are like, I'm about to knock him out.
You haven't seen Jacoby Ford in person. That boy is up to my chest.
And now we know, since we're talking, hey guys, since we're talking,
Holiday, he's up to my knees now. But he's a short.
Well, look,
dude,
you play special teams. I mean, dude, when you see somebody back there like that, I know you think I'm gonna knock this guy out.
Nah, never that. Never.
Really?
You gotta get them first. They too quick.
Man, I talked to a lot of linebackers and a lot of defensive guys. They said they'd rather play against Brandon Jacobs than play against a smaller, quicker guy.
A smaller, quicker guy will
it's gonna
embarrass
make you work.
they'll break your ankles.
That's interesting.
No, but listen, since we're talking about special teams, I mean, obviously they changed the rule now where they moved the kick. What's you're a kick returner. You're on the cover team. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it took some money out of my pocket, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm gonna have less opportunity, to do my thing. I mean,
there might not be a need for a kickoff return for specialist guys like yourself now.
Yeah, I mean, that means I gotta work a little bit hard to get on that offensive package now.
I mean, listen. It opened up other doors for you because you were last year. I mean, this guy was saying he wanted to play running back. He was literally saying, Coach, Shanahan, let me play running back. You still okay with that this year?
Yeah. I mean, anything that's gonna put the ball in my hands, I got opportunity to run around and score a touchdown. I don't care if they can put me at tight end and me run a route at tight end. I don't care.
Listen, man, whatever you do, if you return a punt against the Giants, don't pull.
I'm out to run with his ass.
Don't pull what Deshaun did. You hear me?
Yeah,
don't pull what Deshaun did at Giant Stadium, all right? Running around, killing the clock.
When he backpedaled in on you.
When he broke the heart of everybody. When he broke everybody's heart.
That was a dagger to the heart.
Oh, yeah, that was the drop punt when he ran it back.
Yeah, that play.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, this guy can verify. I've been trying to tell y'all the Redskins have a Deshaun clone on their team. I mean, legitimate clone.
Hold on, press mute because I'm going to pick him up on fantasy. Hold up.
No, I'm telling you. He knows.
Matter of fact, I seen him last night. He was running routes today.
Looked nice, didn't he?
Looking nice.
Hey, Terrence Austin, man. Let me tell you, no joke. They grew up together. He's from LA, UCLA. That dude, I think he can have a breakout year this year. I mean, you saw a little bit in the Giants game, last game of the season. I think this team went from receiving core being okay, suspect, to if they bring Santana back with yourself, with Anthony Armstrong,
Malcolm Kelly,
with Malcolm Kelly. Oh yeah, people forget about Malcolm Kelly. Ask Sam Bradford about Malcolm Kelly. Overnight, the Redskins receiving core, because Chris has always reminded me of how great the Giants receiving core is.
Not great, a lot of potential.
Oh, they're deep.
A lot of potential.
They're so deep.
They gotta stay healthy though.
Yeah, man.
What are you talking about right now? I'm talking about the Giants. There's a lot of potential, I said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying. They gotta stay healthy.
They gotta stay healthy.
I thought you were talking about your team. No, I don't mean it like that. No, I'm saying I just didn't. I thought you were talking about the Redskins real quick.
Devin's still on their roster, correct?
Say that again?
Devin's still on
He
their
ain't
roster?
gonna be. He ain't gonna be there for much long.
He don't think he's gonna be there long, man.
No, he ain't gonna be there for. I mean, the only reason why they picked him up last year, too many injuries. Everybody was hurt. You talking about last game of the year against you guys? How many just starting? The three guys that are usually starters, well, two, but even with Manningham, none of them were on the field.
Yeah.
Hicks and Steve Smith and. I mean, they got nice players. Victor Cruz, a guy we're going to have out here next week.
Yep.
You're talking a guy that, in preseason at least, he was burning everybody they played, and then he got hurt. You got another guy that's another kickoff specialist, Dominic Hickson. He wasn't even on the roster last year. He was hurt. He was on an injury reserve. So they have a lot of options. There's another guy, Ramses Braden Barden.
He
a
wanted to come
6'6"
out.
guy from Cal Poly.
Yep.
And that's the guy that the Giants have a lot of plans for. So I think right now that's the least of their worries is at wide receiver. Then they need to get that running back situation, and definitely, I keep telling Alex, you got to come out here and play for the Giants because that linebacking core is the worst.
I'm a Cali boy right now.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful.
He said he never coming back from San Fran.
I'm gonna stick with that. Once you go to the West Coast, you ain't trying to come back over here.
You like it out there on the West Coast?
I experienced it for 2 years at junior college when I went out there. I mean, I loved it. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I was a kid fresh out of high school, get a chance to go way to the West Coast and live in my own apartment, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had a ball, and I probably, I can see myself living there, retired out on the West Coast.
That's exactly
what
what I'm trying to do on the hills.
What part of the West Coast were you in?
I was in Southern Cal, right there in LA.
Yep.
I mean,
You guys play the Niners at all this year? The Raiders? Anybody out there?
I don't think so. Only people we play is Seattle.
Because I'm going to be out there at some point doing a radio show, so I was going to invite you over.
Chris been begging to get relocated. Sports Journey sending them out west. We could do that, man. We could. I mean,
ain't it out there with Terrence? Or don't you got a partner?
Oh,
out
that's
there?
Jeff. That's
Oh,
Jeff.
okay.
Jeff. I mean, Jeff. Chris knows Jeff, but Jeff. Listen, Jeff is great. He does a great job doing his daily show. But we got to get Jeff out, man. He's in Los Angeles, born and raised. You got to be out partying, man. That's the way to do it. But yeah, we were gonna try to get Terrence on out there in the preseason or in the off season, but he's back now.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that real quick. As far as it was London Fletcher, if I'm not mistaken, that summoned everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys worked out for a couple days, and I saw today it looked like Phillip is gone. Like he went down fishing in Tallahassee.
Oh,
Went
yeah.
down to Georgia. So you guys, what was it? Just a couple days to get together?
Yeah, it was just like 3 days. We got together, just get some chemistry back. Just see guys, see how they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Ran some routes. Just how quarterbacks, wide receivers need to do. Going over some plays. Like I said, we just starting football without the coaches and getting our minds fresh.
Well, the word is John Beck.
Yeah, he was out there, and
That's what I was going to ask. Who's the quarterback throwing to you wide receivers? I know Donovan wasn't there.
Donovan wasn't there, but Rex and John was there. So, I mean, Beck looking good. I mean,
That's what I've been hearing.
He an NFL quarterback. I mean, he's not no guy that's just gonna go out there and throw you some.
Yo, he was
some
a
bomb
second
bomb.
rounder, man.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that since Miami drafted him,
I know,
whoever
but
it was
still,
back in the days.
But when you get drafted second round, something has to be there.
Yep.
Ryan Leaf got drafted second overall.
I wonder what he's doing right now. I wonder what he's doing.
He got busted because he was like an assistant coach somewhere in Texas. He got busted for painkillers.
Must be skating up to people at Sonic or something.
I don't know.
He's doing something, man. So let's do this. I threw out the name Devin Hester. Brandon said, nah. He said he's not a track guy. He's fast, but he's not a track guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else out there? I mean, what about?
I'm gonna go old
what
school.
about Deshaun Jackson?
I'm gonna go old school. Oh, go answer that.
DJ, it'll be a good race, but I got like my confidence. I feel like I'm quicker than him.
There's a guy that everybody respects, and every time you mention this guy's name, he's not even playing, but every time you mention his name, you got two guys. Darryl Green, that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
In Darryl Green, in his prime, no. Cause he ran a 4.1.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. I've never touched
He might be the fastest man.
And then the other guy I was going to ask about, because, prime time.
Oh,
Everybody.
Deion.
So I was going to ask about, those are guys that are known
Yeah,
for being fast guys and great kickoff returners.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he had another one. I mean, his prime, he ran a 4.1 too. But I mean, I feel like if I can go out there and line up against him, but I know I'm not the fastest in the world. But I like my confidence in winning.
That's just, whoa, my goodness. What about Ron Brown? People forget about him.
Who that?
Oh my goodness, Brandon! You need to you got to YouTube that man, Ron Brown, man. Yeah, he was nice. He was with the Rams. That dude was a smoker.
I don't know, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah. See, Chris, this is when you start to show your age a little bit, man.
The only guy I worry about on earth is Usain Bolt.
You shouldn't. I mean, Anthony was talking about he'll take him.
Anthony can't even beat me.
They get this back there, that's for sure.
No, I definitely want to be present. I want to, we should get we
tried,
should get
man.
ESPN to do a special.
Nah, man, Sports Journey.
The decisions.
These are guys, man. Nah, we can't do that. You know why? Because if Brandon and Anthony pull up with hamstrings, Sports Journey will no longer be credential media with the Redskins. So I can't risk that. I would like to see it though, and you're 100% positive you would get Anthony.
Oh yeah. You know that.
I mean,
you seen it. You covered all our games this year. You seen our practices.
Hold on, hey Alex, you can get in this conversation, or you staying out of it?
I'm trying to think of somebody who.
No, I'm talking about you yourself.
Nah, I'm
no,
racing him.
Nah, what about on the Niners? Who's the fastest guy on the Niners?
Is it Ted again?
Yeah, he fast.
He fast, but he can't catch, but he fast.
He fast. Yeah, he fast. He smooth. He run real smooth.
Yeah, he got that stride.
Point of the game is to catch the ball. You don't know that.
Ted again can't get with you.
Nah.
He said,
nah.
Fastest
Who do we have? From the owners of Forked River, who do we have?
424.
Yeah.
I got somebody. Well, he underrated. He at my college right now.
What
Oh,
college?
come
He
on.
ran a
You can't bring no
4.24.
college
What
dude to
college?
the party.
Huh?
What college?
Why not? I did dumps.
Who?
James Nixon.
I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, he's underrated, but
I mean, it's always somebody out there.
He run a 4.24.
Is he coming out this year?
Nah.
No, not yet.
He got another year.
That's not happening. Nah. So, I mean, I'm trying to think of all these people. You've had a chance to show the speed. I mean, a lot of these guys are, like, for instance, Anthony, for instance. You really couldn't see the speed that much this year because the couple times that they did throw deep, either it was underthrown or overthrown.
Yeah.
But as far as his speed, I mean, is he a track speed or is he just naturally fast?
I think it's a little bit of both because, I mean, he's naturally fast because he's just a natural athlete. But, I mean, he told me, I mean, man, I was roommates with him in training camp, so we actually discussed the track atmosphere. So he actually was a track guy growing up. So, I mean, but I do think he has some natural speed with him. But, I think he know how to turn some of that natural speed into, some form, and it makes him a little bit more faster.
Who in the Giants is like a blazer, Chris? I mean,
nobody. Our deep guy is really
Hakeem.
He's the deep guy, but I don't know how fast he is, but that's the deep guy.
What would you say?
Because he got huge hands. His hands are huge. His hands are like this. They said last year, 2 years ago when he was a rookie, they said he had the biggest hands in the draft.
He do.
Big hands.
Guy's hands is like ridiculous. So he's bigger than the ball, supposedly.
So y'all came in the same time.
No, he came a year early.
A year early? Okay.
It was the second year last year.
That's right. Now, he's a guy that Chris is expecting some huge things from this year.
You should.
The guy had a great year last year.
He from the crib. I played him in
Carolina
the state championship. He caught a bomb. They caught a Harry Murray to beat us in the state championship my junior year.
Oh, so that was one of your losses.
Something Alex never experienced in high school.
Chris Leak was his quarterback.
I experienced it at Temple. To Buffalo, got that little Hail Mary on us. That shit hurt my heart.
Now you said
what years you went to Temple?
Just last year, 09. That was my last year.
He was a rookie.
But did you go all 4 years at Temple?
Mm-hmm.
So a guy that I think he was there. His name Jared Dunston.
Yep.
He was the quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, I know him.
Little Jared, that's my little man.
He transferred.
Yep.
Yeah.
So where is he? He's from Carolina.
Yeah, he's from the area. He actually played quarterback against our rival team in high school.
So,
big boy.
It sounds like down in Carolina. It's
we got some
more than basketball.
But listen, you're from Carolina. We're talking about Hakeem Nicks. Wasn't the kid what's his name? He's drafted in the second round by New England Patriots. He hurt his knee his junior year. He's the kickoff guy for North Carolina. Yates, something like that.
Oh, yeah, Yates, yeah.
That kid was supposed to be phenomenal, right? Wasn't he in college? Wasn't he better than Nicks?
Yeah, he was. Actually, he did kind of good last year.
He did all right. He had a couple games where, he broke out.
Yeah, but, they was on the same high school team as Charlotte.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. So
wow.
they were.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was nice. Chris Leak was their quarterback from Florida.
Oh, for real?
Uh-huh.
Chris Leak?
They had a whole bunch. Muhammad Massaquoi, he was their other wide receiver from the Browns.
He's nice too, underrated.
Yeah.
He just plays for just a bad setup right now.
Yeah.
So that school was packed. That school was stacked.
That was like something in the nation. They haven't lost in like 10 years. They had a little streak going.
That was my high school in soccer.
Oh, for real?
I knew
he was.
You got to throw that in there somehow.
Hey man, listen. You guys are good in football. You guys are good at running. I was good at soccer. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Play me in soccer.
Basketball.
Play me in soccer.
Hey, somebody's asking you on the website. What about Sproles?
Oh no, I can beat Sproles. I know I can. He'll tell you I can beat him. That's my buddy though.
He's good because he'll bounce off you like a pinball, like bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, that's my buddy though. We went to the same college, so we keep in contact.
Now, if you see him doing it at the running back spot, it naturally makes you think you can do it, right?
I mean, if he wasn't doing it, I still think I can do it because I just feel like I'm just that.
No, but I'm just saying. But he's a bigger dude. But he's got size on him.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you see a guy that's doing something that you're trying to do, it give you a lot of confidence. Just like when I was growing up, I seen Barry Sanders doing it. Then I seen Dante Hall start returning kicks and stuff. They were smaller statues. So I mean, it did give me a little extra boost. So.
Chris, what did he say? You remember we were talking about this the other day. Matter of fact, after last week's show, we were talking about the best kickoff returners of all time.
Of all time, yeah.
And I mean, you have to put Devin right there. And then I said, what about Dante Hall? I mean, and people forget about him.
He up there. He just got lost in the mix, man.
Who else was out there as far as like we asked Alex before, like players that he looked up to growing up, and I mean, he's got a guy on his team right now. I mean, it's the best in the business, and Patrick Willis. You know, as far
Don't
as
say that in front of Vlad.
I mean, I'm kind of in the same position he is because I looked up to Santana growing up. You know, Santana Moss. I mean, I had posters of him.
Wow.
You know, highlights of him. I even recorded I remember I recorded a VH1 from the computer one time.
Of Santana Moss.
Santana Moss. So, I mean, it's kind of an honor playing with him. He kind of sort of took me under his wing when I first got there. So, it was my guy was Santana.
It's too bad his brother couldn't play like him. Sonoris. I mean, they're talking about a guy that was a track star at the University of Miami.
And some people said that he was a better football player
Than
in
his
Miami
brother.
than his brother
Yeah, and
was.
he came in and, you know, so much hype to the Giants, and he just could never get right. He was always injured. And the Giants finally, after years of putting up with him, finally released him last year.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get back at it now, though.
Yeah, I think he wound up with Philly on their practice squad at one point or something like that.
Yeah.
Philly could probably use something like that on kickoff. But once again, as Brandon said, and you guys talked about with the change in the rules, man, I mean, look, that doesn't just affect you from the offensive side of special teams, but Alex, the defensive side. I mean, you may not have that chance to run down there and knock guys out.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's better for you. There's less concussions.
Yeah, that too.
Less concussions.
I'm just trying to get one of those hits where those returners don't see me.
But look, let's face it, as far as entrenched linebackers on your squad, we got Penn Stater on there too, Navarro Bowman, Patrick Willis. But I mean, some
Spikes.
But listen, he's nice. We know that. But he's getting up there.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think there's a chance that you crack that?
Hey, it's all up in the air every year. Every year it starts all over again. So you can't really just say that. So you just gotta work. You just gotta work every day. You gotta go to work.
Listen,
Don't put him on the spot, because last time we put a player on the spot, he never got no more PT.
But he told me, look, if you got a personal call from Harbaugh, that's that's a sign that they see something.
Yeah, you're right. But he was. This is my thing. Like, a lot of people said that, he called you personally.
Yeah, he called you personally.
Yeah,
wait, you can't say that. You're going to fine him. The NFL fined them, the Miami Dolphins.
That was
before.
Yeah,
that was before. Okay. Blake, you trying to get these guys in trouble.
That was when he first got there before the lockout. But, I think he just called everybody on the roster just to introduce himself. You know, so it wasn't something just personal, say me.
I don't care. Listen, because I know me personally, if I'm looking at a roster and I'm like, man, these dudes aren't going to even be here, I wouldn't have called them.
Hey, he's probably that kind of coach.
He's doing his job. He's calling everybody on the 53-man roster.
But this is all I know is that when I go back to camp, it's competing all day, every day. So I'm going to compete to start.
Listen.
I'm not going to try to just do special teams.
But let's face it, and the same thing could have been said for you, Brandon, last year. Every time you get on the field, you're auditioning for somebody.
Yeah, yep.
Because we all know the lifespan for every player is, 3 years? Yep. So you just – listen, you can't say, these guys don't want me, or I don't know where I fit in here, so I'm just going to dog it, because somebody else seeing the same tape right there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're working out with Patrick Willis – somebody might say, you know what, this guy might need that shot.
Well, I would just advise Alex, being our boy here, Sports Journey, to switch positions.
To what? Go back to tight end?
No, go move outside or something. I don't know. Be aligned, just switch that, middle linebacker.
You name it, I can play it. I did it all.
You did it all in high school, right?
Yeah, man. He said he did it all. I had 6 and 4. That's disgusting.
He's a QB, the running back, wide receiver, safety.
I did it all. Yep. Kicker,
all right.
Punter.
Well, this is what we do.
Returner.
This is what we do now to have fun, man. Temple, upcoming program. Al Golden gone now at University of Miami, K-State, the disciplinarian Bill Snyder. That's your boy. If Temple and K-State hook up right now, who wins that?
Did y'all win a ball game?
Nah, we lost to UCLA my senior year.
No, I'm talking about this past year.
Yeah, we lost. This past year, no. They were supposed to. They went.
Come on, Brandon. I told y'all have to be bashful with each other.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what Temple. You know what I'm saying?
It's in Philly.
I mean, no, I know about the school. I don't know how their team is. I don't know how their team is, but
well, they got a couple of highly touted guys that might be coming into the NFL draft.
They got a first rounder and a legitimate defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Wilkerson. And then there's a wide receiver, right? That's also highly hyped.
A safety. He's Jaquan Jerry. He's probably a second or third round pick.
Well, we only got one prospect, so I don't know. But I like my confidence in my Wildcats, though.
I already know Temple gonna come to fight. We come to fight every game regardless.
That Big 12 ain't nothing to play with, though.
Man, come on, man. What you mean? Like it's like the Big 8 now.
Whatever. That Big 12 ain't nothing to play with.
Man, he come on all the time talking about the Big 12.
Come on, man.
I think y'all need to write a check to the Big 10 and literally give the Big 12 to the Big 10 because it is 12 teams now. And matter of fact, I think one of your teams left. One of your storied proud franchises left.
Went to the Big 11.
Nebraska?
Went to the Big 11, the Big whatever it is. I know I'm joking. Big 10,
it should be the Big 12 now. That should be the Big 10. The Big 10 should be called the Big 12.
Hey, man, you got to listen. At the end of the day, anybody that's part of the Big 12, they should send their check to Texas.
Yeah, because
if Texas decided to leave, it was a wrap. Forget it.
Oh, my dogs are playing right now.
A wrap.
Just started.
A wrap.
The Heat.
Come on,
Heat are on right now.
Texas, man. Texas hasn't been Texas over the last couple of years.
No, I mean, listen, they're going to restock. They always do. You know, they always getting top recruits in the country. And there's a lot of talent in Texas, and you know, and especially in that women talent in Texas. I love the stands in Texas.
Yeah, but come on, man. Mac Brown.
That's important.
Mac Brown was recruiting like that when he was at Carolina.
Yeah, but he couldn't win the big game.
He got one. But is that enough to say? I mean, if they have another bad year at Texas this year.
Well, it's only 1 year that he really had that was a horrible year, which was this year. I mean, he lost. I mean, you look at that team, he lost a lot of talent that went on to the next level.
Yeah, well, they did. But they also had a freshman quarterback he was a sophomore last year, obviously.
They're talking about
Gilbert.
They're talking about Colt's brother might take over this year.
Man.
Or whatever his name, something McCoy.
I still got problems with Colt in that championship game.
Getting hurt?
I'm sorry, man. When I see you come out on and you still, calling plays and you still have your uniform on, I'm sorry, man. If you calling plays with your arms up, I'm sorry. I don't like that.
No, he showed to be a tough player. He's doing his thing in the NFL.
Man.
Obviously, the Cleveland Browns are a better team when he's on the field, so I don't think he was faking it. And he had a pretty hot blonde next to him all throughout the NFL videos.
But look, I know a lot of players, though, they question that, man.
Well, they all question Jay Cutler, but it is what it is. Until you're the one that's going through that stuff, you don't know what it feels like. I mean, I could question it all I want. I never played it down in the NFL. Who the hell am I to question?
That's a very valid point. Yeah. A very valid
I mean, these guys and both of these guys, right, could tell you practice every single day of the week for that game. And you're busting your behind for that game, and now you get to that game, and now you're going to fake an injury? I mean,
it's the wrong guy to talk to about that, though. He played all year hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the wrong guy to talk to.
Injury is not fun, man.
All year with a flat tire.
On special teams.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts.
I played all my junior and about 50% of my senior year with playing Fat Shires. I had to get a shot.
Me too.
I had
to get my knee.
I probably got like altogether probably 10, 11 shots.
Cortisone shots?
Yeah.
Dang.
But I was doing the same thing with also getting the fluid drained out my knee every Saturday night.
I tell you this, Brandon, I feel for you, but I'm gonna tell you though, Alex, playing linebacker, being injured, every play you tackling somebody. I mean, that must be.
It's not fun at all.
And that plantar fascia, you guys got to tell me how to get over that because I've been having it for like 8 months.
Nah, I had
after the show, you guys tell me. I ain't taking no shots.
You out of luck.
That thing is no joke, man.
Nah, man, it must be rough. I wonder all the time, bro. I mean, being under those huddles and those piles, I should say, not the huddles, the piles.
I feel like that playing fasciitis messed up my draft possibilities. Every team asked. That's the first thing they asked me.
Really?
Every team.
Man, but you know what? That's another thing that bothers me. It's like, matter of fact, I was on ESPN 1230 in Bethlehem, PA last week. They do like a mock draft every year, so I was the Redskins rep. And by the way,
who'd you draft?
Daquan Bowers. It was based on who was
He's
available.
got a messed up knee. That's another guy that's losing value all day.
That's what I was getting ready to go there. That guy's he's an animal.
15.5 sacks last year.
He's an animal. He's an animal. And you know why that knee problem keeps coming up? Because the teams that are like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Keep knocking them because they want them to fall.
Yeah, they want them to fall. That's all that stuff is, man. Look, if you're balling, I don't care if you busted up limb or whatever. If you're balling and you're doing it at that kind of level every week, come on, man. I tell you what, if he's available at number 10, your team needs to run up to the podium.
I know it must suck not being drafted, but at the end of the day, there's a positive in it. You could pick whatever team you want to go play. You could I grew up whatever team you go play for them, and now you playing for your. I mean, the check ain't as big. But
that's what hit me. I heard it all. The Jaguars were supposed to get me 3rd round because my boy Terrence Knight, he got drafted 3rd round. I talked to the coach all week, or matter of fact, not all week. I was talking to him periodically, like every other week.
Jack Del Rio.
Just going over what I should do, things I should do. So, I was talking to him, the linebacker coach. Not Jack
I'm
Del
sorry.
Rio.
Okay.
I was talking to the linebacker coach. And I was expecting to get drafted. It really was.
And it didn't happen.
And that draft day when 3rd round came and they picked that outside linebacker or DN dude, I just felt it. I was like,
well, they shocked everybody with their 1st round draft pick and that Hawaiian kid.
Yeah, nobody knew he
whatever
was
his name was, but he actually played well though. He actually played well for them.
They knew what they were doing, but no one knew. That's the thing about the draft.
You never know what's going to happen.
No, some guys that get drafted don't pan out, or some guys that you were expecting to not even sniff the NFL end up becoming stars. Like you guys said, we can use both you guys as examples. It's what's in your heart. Did it ever get to a point? Like, matter of fact, I'll give you a story with Brandon. You remember all preseason in the locker room, I'm asking you, how you think you did, and he kept saying, I don't think I did enough to make the team. He said that up until the 4th preseason. I don't think I made the team. And I told him, nah, you made this team. You did something. But he still never accepted that until literally the first game. When did you know, like in your mind, that I can do this? I can seriously be out here and contributing.
Well, the thing with me, when I was with Green Bay, I knew it from the day I walked in. Because that's just my mindset. Wherever I'm at, if I did it all my life, what's the difference now?
Right.
Like it's just grown men playing. Why not use my youthfulness and just ball out still? But when I first got there, I was just like, I could do this. Like all the plays were coming in, we're learning 30 plays a day.
Whew.
So doing that for 2 weeks, my mind was other places. But physically, physically I could handle it. But mentally, my head was all over the place. Like it was rough. It was really rough. But when I got down packed, I got it. Like it was like cake.
You know what your problem's been?
What?
Okay, Green Bay, Nick Collins, not
Clay
Nick Collins,
Matthews, everybody.
Clay Matthews, A.J. Hawk, Carolina, John Beeson. San Francisco, Patrick Willis.
You should go to the Giants.
You're going to teams that are like stockpiled, man.
Yeah.
At the linebacker spot.
But that's the thing, though. I'm not saying I can't hang with those dudes.
Oh,
I can hang right next to them.
Sure.
Just let me learn that playbook, and I promise I'll show you what I could do. Because I did that at Temple. At Temple, I got to Temple. That was my first time ever playing linebacker in my life. I was a safety in high school. I never played linebacker ever. I came in at 195 pounds, and right now I'm at 250. So it's big difference right there. So
not our kind of 250, Chris.
So it's just I could play wherever. Just put me there, I'll play it. It doesn't matter. But as far as like what happened to me in Green Bay, the reason why I'm not really there is because when I partially tore my quad, I had nothing else I could do. I literally couldn't pick up my leg.
Wow.
So they held me until the last day of cuts.
Right.
I played in the
Which
last
probably
game.
wasn't good for you, too, by the way.
I played in the last game, though.
Okay.
I played the whole game. Nick Barnett got basically one series, and I had the rest of the game to myself. And I did what I had to do. But
so you definitely auditioned.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But when I said goodbye to all the coaches, they sat down and told me, there's no way we can, as well as you did in that game, there's no way we can keep you if you're out for 2.5 weeks. And there are guys busting their butt.
I don't buy that.
You know?
I don't buy that. That's like me going up against Chris. If you see my jump shots better, then come on, which it is. He should have no shot.
At the end of the day, the NFL is a business, you know? And they're going to try to get the best stock that they can.
It's either now.
Yeah, it's
or
now
never.
or never, yeah. So, they let me go. I thought I was going to go back, but it didn't happen. So I ended up getting picked up by Oakland when I was fully healthy. And if nobody got hurt in Oakland, I probably would have been activated over there playing with
but you're where you want to be now,
yeah,
though.
I'm loving California. I'm loving San Francisco.
Man.
I'm loving playing with Patrick Willis. Just learning what just having him have a regular conversation with me was all I needed. That just inspired me in itself.
That's what you said about Santana. Yeah. I mean, guys that let's face it, they don't have to talk to rookies.
Yeah, but they actually go out their way to have a conversation. They came up to me and said, "How you doing?" I know who he is, so I'm Patrick Willis.
Right.
I introduced myself. I'm Alex Joseph. And that right there is like, see this dude on TV in college doing his thing, and you're like, dang, I want to do that too. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, I'm right next to him in practice. He's coaching me up, saying, "Did you see that last play? You're supposed to do this or that."
Man, yeah, that's
I saw where you were riding the little girl bike to camp in Green Bay. How was that like? Because I know that's a big tradition over there.
It's a very big tradition. It's like
you big as hell for a little bike.
Oh, that was like the first day. I didn't know what to expect. So this girl's like, "You want to ride my bike?" And I was like, I looked at the bike and I was like, I had to do it though.
Everybody has to do it, right?
We got 2 days. You got to do it there and back. So guys were cramping up at nighttime when we had our second practice going back.
You had that little basket in the front, the little flower basket in the front.
Some biscuits.
With your playbook in it. You had his playbook in the basket.
Nah, never that.
But, I mean, you guys, when you come out here, man, Chris and me, we look forward to coming up here to Forked River because of the food. The food is listen, man, after the show, we got to get you these beef skewers, man.
Oh.
Let me tell you.
We might as well order it right now. Can we get an order of beef skewers?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, can we get an order of beef skewers? We're going to taste test them on the show.
Taste test them on the show, baby.
I'm telling you. Hey, listen. I mean, because
it's meaty crack.
This guy, every time he comes out, he gets the biggest steak there is. He just had one.
I'm trying to gain some weight, man.
Come on,
I need that good old protein in me.
Man.
You got to start eating what I've been eating because, look, I ain't got no problem gaining weight.
I mean, it's the off season. Everyone talks about the lockout, but it's naturally the off season. I mean, you guys would normally start getting together as far as the off-season workouts.
Like right now, it's probably when we start getting together.
Yep.
But
look, this time.
Yeah, I mean, but come on, let's be upfront. 2 days, 3 days. I mean, does that really help guys?
It don't, but it do.
I think it does because you got an upper hand on all other teams that are so far apart. You got that opportunity to click for 3 days. Yeah. Those guys, they're with their families. You know what I mean?
But it had to have been more cautious though than a normal.
I mean, of course, it wasn't no 100% all-out balls to the walls, practice. But I mean, repetition of a certain play or a certain call, or put yourself in a situation, on the practice field at a slower pace, walking through things. I mean, it help your reaction time on that field in August.
It's like Alex said, you're learning the playbook.
Yeah.
You're learning the plays all over again, slower motion.
I mean, just learning just sitting out there discussing things. We were just out there the other day talking to Rex Grossman, and we was going over a certain defense, and we were talking about a certain play, what he's going to be thinking on that offensive play. So we, just be on the same page, just the chemistry, because you can't, win a championship, you ain't gonna have no good chemistry with your receivers.
Like that right there is like a prime example of having the upper hand. That's like me and Chris sitting in the room. I read one sentence, he reads another sentence, and somebody asks, "What was that about?" And I didn't know. Like I'm not trying to say that. If I read something like a paragraph, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna read it." Didn't know we were gonna get a question about it. We get that question. I know the question. He doesn't. He's shit out of luck. But they got together. They got to do something. They kind of know what I mean. Like they got the chance to actually be around each other.
Yeah.
Well, there's guys that are probably chilling, drinking right now.
Yeah, I mean, but I think right now this is a tricky time too because let's face it, Alex. I mean, this is a time where you can come back out of shape, and I think it's going to be something different this year. I think your coaches, I think Harbaugh, I think Shanahan, I think they're going to be looking to see who is seriously doing what they were supposed to do individually, working out, keeping their body straight, because it says a lot as far as you individually, how well you took it, because let's face it, you're not going to be able to come back because this thing may drag out a lot longer. You're not going to have the luxury of coming out and getting back into shape.
Yeah.
You need to come already in shape and let's go.
Oh, I know Shanahan is. I know y'all heard about that Hainsworth conditioning test. He going to find out real fast who was working out or not.
No, but that's exactly where guys like you, both of you trying to get extra playing time. That's why you guys should take advantage of this and come in tip-top shape in case somebody else not doing their homework, and now you guys – get a chance to be out there on the field because the other guys aren't ready.
Yep.
I mean, with a guy like me, lockout isn't good for nobody, but it's kind of sort of helping me because, I had surgery on my knee. So I'm still rehabbing and trying to get my leg back strong. So they pushing the time back, kind of sort of helping me.
So
So
definitely helping you out on
yeah,
that.
a little bit.
Oh yeah. You know, a good friend of ours to the program right now in the chat box, Highlander. He's always a big supporter of Sports Journey, and he was just saying Donovan not being there the last couple of days isn't a good sign. Well, Highlander, let me just tell you, he's not coming back to the rest.
Oh, yeah, so
that's not going to happen. I think all the players, you just heard Brandon say, he's not going to be back there. I mean, for that to happen, Chris would all of a sudden be 7 feet tall by tomorrow. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I think
with HGH, it might.
I'm too far away from 7. It won't help me out with the extra inches.
But I think we all agree. It's Minnesota.
No, I said it last year during one of your shows, I believe, with Brandon. I was on the chat box chatting with the people on the chat box, and I was telling them all that. And, some people trying to argue with me, telling me, no, he's coming back. The fact that after game 1, if he's on the roster, you're going to have to pay him like an additional $10 million bonus.
Yeah.
That right there. I mean, the only way he comes back is if they cut him and then renegotiate his contract, in which he will not do.
No, he will not.
He's not going to do it.
Ooh. Yeah, we almost saw a nice play.
I almost got posterized.
Yeah, that's nice right there. The Bulls, I mean, this is a tough game right now.
They got
man.
the Heat going on over there on that TV.
The Heat were down 11-2, now they're down 17-12.
Philadelphia's the first game. For all
they
intents and
came out,
purposes,
yeah.
they could have had that game.
Yeah, they came out. It was a shocker to me, to be honest. Because I went to a Sixers game a couple weeks ago, and I was just.
They were bad.
I had to leave early.
Yeah.
I left early.
You couldn't support them. Now you would
Yeah.
go there and stay. Now, that's a young basketball team. Doug Collins is doing something with them. Drew Holiday, man. Looked like a nice player. Like he's turning
Player.
out.
I like Thaddeus Young, whatever you say his first name.
Thaddeus Young.
Thaddeus Young, that
Yeah,
guy
man.
is phenomenal.
I'm going to try to get Thaddeus up here. I know some folks that know him. Let me try to get Thaddeus up here, but after the season.
He's sweet with that left hand. My man be dunking on everybody.
I'm also put another call into another cat who's from up here. He's from Jersey, Jason Thompson. That's my boy from Sacramento.
Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento Kings.
Out of Rider University, I think.
See, those are the young guys. Oh, he loves it out there, too. So there you go, Alex.
Yeah, but that's like cowbell town. I mean, we went over that, but Sacramento's nothing to do out there.
But still,
But
you're
just
not
being
far
that
away.
area, you're not far.
You're not far.
You're
I'll be out there this summer. I mean, I'm going to come back and give all sports, Journey Nation. I'm going to give you all a great report. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to bring a camera crew with me,
Chris
everything.
is loving it, man. You've been to California, though, right?
Yeah, San Diego. That was it. And I was in Los Angeles, but I don't know if you count the airport actually being in Los Angeles. But, I was in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles might disappoint you sometimes. I mean, like Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles. Brandon, you were there, man. It's dirty.
I don't want to go in that part where I saw on Gangland.
on what side.
I don't want to be in that part.
Nah, you got it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's serious out there. That gang stuff, that stuff serious out there.
Oh,
but I mean, Sam, you just, I mean, I was in the Hollywood part, so.
Oh, okay. So
Hollywood ain't gonna have none of that stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So.
You were living a different life.
Yeah, it ain't all about that gang stuff, man.
Monica was born in Bakersfield.
That's why I went to school at.
Yeah, that's my matter of fact. My mother-in-law, born and raised in Los Angeles. Yeah. So we went out there, ran into an old high school friend of mine. You talking about a crazy story? I'm with my wife and her cousin out at the club, and somebody tapped me on my back, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they about to jack.
I'm about to get jumped.
They about to get me. Somebody's gonna break yourself. But turn around, it was a dude I went to high school with. He was in the Navy.
Wow.
And had come up from San Diego for the night.
Hey, that kind of sort of happened to me. I forgot because the guy I went to, actually it was John Wall, best friend. He had went to.
Oh, that's his boy too, by the way. John Wall. They grew up together.
Yeah.
Tell him to improve his jumper.
Hey, actually, I did. I told him that about 2 weeks ago.
He can't shoot, man. Once he learns how to shoot.
I told him that about two weeks ago.
Once he learns how to shoot, now he could drive on everybody because they won't give him all that space.
But I was in college. Manhattan, Kansas has got a military base, Fort Riley, right there. And I was in the club, and the guy tapped me on the back. It was the good dude I went to high school with, but he actually was stationed out there, from the military. So that was kind of odd to me too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my wife told me, he said, we can't go nowhere without you running into somebody you know. I was like, well, at least they say hi, as opposed to, man, I remember you from. Look, fellas, let's take a break. And when we come back, more right here at Forked River House, Forked River, New Jersey.
We got the skewers.
Yeah, it's a nice guest on the show. You're going to see us getting busy here on the camera in a few minutes. But tonight's guest, Alex Joseph, back by popular demand. linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Also, Brandon Banks, the self-proclaimed fastest man in the NFL from the Washington Redskins. Cristiano Oliveira down from our Sports Journey New York location, also with Sirius Satellite Radio. And myself, Lake Lewis, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Sports Journey. Sports Journey Network.
If long-term unmanageable debt is making your life miserable and you're tired of living from paycheck to paycheck, get ready for a toll-free number that will change your life. Trinity Debt Management has been helping people just like you cut their interest rates by as much as 60% and increase their credit scores by up to 200 points. In fact, they have a proven program that has worked for thousands. If you're ready to consolidate your bills into one manageable monthly payment and pay off your debt, then call for a free no-obligation analysis. Trinity certified counselors will explain the entire program to you with no pressure, just practical solutions and hope for tomorrow. To cut your interest rates and help your credit score, call Trinity today at 800-370-5513. That's 800-370-5513. Get a fresh start. Call for free information now. 800-370-5513. 800-370-5513.
Sports Journey Radio with Lake Lewis, the show that brings you the biggest names in sports, plus breaking news and updates.
Bud Selig is making $14.5 million. I'd be hard-pressed to believe that Paul Tagliabue ever made $14 million in a year. You have the Rookie of the Year. By the way, who predicted he was going to be Rookie of the Year?
You did.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay.
I think we all did.
No, because I know you. That is your kiss of death. You, by saying that, you expect Boston now to have trouble, and that's the way you planned it. Come on. I've been doing this too long with you.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous. It kind of feels like when I played.
I'll come do my show from down there. How about that?
Hey, that'd be great, man. We have a good time. You come on down.
All right, just no pickup trucks, remember.
Hey, I got it. What are you talking about? I got a Texas Cadillac. That's a Texas Cadillac.
When these guys fight, is there something left after this? If Tito wins, can he continue to go for another championship?
You know what? You see, like, what it is, you take it like you find it. You leave it like it is. If Tito, whatever, this is the crowning achievement. So remember, catching come before hanging. You can't talk about what's going to happen tomorrow until you get to the date.
We had Bert Sugar on with us.
Name the 4 heavyweight champions.
Please, I couldn't name you 4 heavyweights.
That's a good line. I just stole it.
They got this kid. He's a freshman, number 2, Craig Cooper. Watch out for this kid. He's nice. They got a real nice thunder and lightning combination at the running back position.
Got an NBA player breaking down college football and doing it better than us.
You can't just put us in a box now. You know what I mean? You can't just put us in a box, baby. We're universal now.
You had a chance to play against a guy that I'm sure was an idol of yours growing up. What must that have felt like to look across the sidelines and see Johnny Unitas?
You know, I can remember the specific moment that I let that happen, that I let that feeling come in of where we were right then, you know? Like from the outside looking in and say, oh, my goodness, look where you are now, Joe. Look what's here.
You didn't come on Sports Journey with a hangover, so that's good.
No, I have a hangover after Sports Journey.
Oh, I love it, and we're getting that promo.
Sports Journey Radio with Lake Lewis.
Showing no love today, man.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 120,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, Cover America Auto Care has announced revolutionary, inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage that is now available to the general public to save consumers thousands on auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for drivers to call who own a vehicle that is less than 10 years old for a free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number is 800-232-3260. Drivers who are covered with this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair again. This is the auto coverage now sweeping across America at a fraction of what dealerships charge and is now available to the public by calling today. The number to call is 800-232-3260. 800-232-3260. That's 800-232-3260. If credit card debt is making your life miserable and you're tired of living from paycheck to paycheck, get ready for a toll-free number that will change your life. Trinity Debt Management has been helping people just like you cut their interest rates by as much as 60%. And increase their credit scores by up to 200 points. Trinity's counselors will explain the entire program with no pressure. Call Trinity today at 800-792-9839. 800-792-9839. Get a fresh start. For free information, call 800-792-9839.
We hadn't talked, wanted to touch, or felt close in years, but Marriage Fitness turned our marriage around. Thank you so much, Mort.
Counseling was just a weekly blame fest. It drained us emotionally and financially. Marriage Fitness is totally different. This program actually works.
Hello, I'm Mort Fertel, creator of Marriage Fitness, the revolutionary clinically proven program that will save your marriage. This is not marriage counseling. You won't have to dig into your past or dredge up your problems. Instead, you'll use a step-by-step system of positive relationship habits that will transform your marriage.
My husband wanted out and wouldn't go for help. I started Marriage Fitness alone. Now he wants back in. We're doing the program together.
Subscribe to Mort's free Marriage Fitness email service today at marriage11.com. You'll also receive his free report, 7 Secrets for Fixing Your Marriage, plus 5 free marriage assessments. That's marriage and the number 11.com. To turn your marriage around, visit marriage11.com.
All right, folks, welcome back. Forked River House, Lake Lewis, Cristiano Oliveira, Brandon Banks, Alex Joseph. Just doing what we always do, sit back, chill, talk sports, whatever comes up, top of the head, freestyle. Chris in the chat box right now. Some people have some questions in there, so we definitely will try to get to that. Todd is in the chat box, said he saw somewhere he's trying to buy out his contract, talking about Donovan McNabb. You know, this is his old stomping ground, so to speak. You know, it's still kind of a Forked River. What would you say, Chris? Chris says it's Jersey, so
yeah, it's still a little South Jersey.
It's like a Philly market. I think there are a lot of Eagles fans.
I think they're right outside. Yeah, there might be a lot of Eagle fans, but I think they're right outside of that market.
Eagle market.
Yeah, the Eagle. That's what I mean. The Eagle market, the Philly market. They're right. You know, they still might have a lot of Philly people here, but I think they're just outside.
I mean, there were some Jets fans here last week.
Yeah, there's a couple 49er fans. We see them again in here today.
Yeah.
Wearing Patrick Willis' jersey. I don't know why they ain't wearing Alex Joseph's jersey.
Yeah, he's over at the bar now.
He's
we
over there.
49er fan in the house.
Yeah, the one and only.
That's good. I don't see any.
As long as there's one, I'm cool with it.
I don't see any Skins jerseys.
Yeah,
though.
me either.
Yeah, but it is worldwide though. Don't get it twisted. Though.
you just.
I was in Vegas and seen a Redskin shirt walking down the strip. So.
Well, really?
Yeah. It's a Redskin T-shirt.
Okay.
By itself, walking down the street?
With his wife, with his family.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I'm joking. I'm
stupid. See, yeah, stupid. Now, can Brandon Banks jerseys? Can you get them now?
They sell them in the little Redskin store.
Okay.
What, Dulles Mall?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got a bunch of Redskin stores down there, so.
Well, I heard it's in the Redskin store, but I mean, who knows? I don't know.
See, I'm expecting this though this year. You know, we're boys, so I'm expecting a Brandon Banks jersey. I'm expecting an Alex Joseph jersey.
All right.
You know, I mean,
Could
so
do
if
that.
you can make that happen.
Could do that.
That's what we need to do, Chris. We need to come out.
Yeah, but I don't want. I mean, I'll take your
pulled out
size
the
jersey
picture.
because you look about my size, but I don't want his size.
Nah, I'm
You better
actually.
send me like a little 50 or something.
I
A
might.
or 48 size jersey. Don't send me no 58. That'd be down to my ankles.
I might be able to wear Alex jersey with
Yeah,
like
a little
with like
loose.
a hoodie under me or
A
something
little
like that. Make it fit a little snug. Now look, last week though, right here on the set, these two gentlemen witnessed it, and one of them made it happen. I was very appreciative. For my birthday, man, you know, and folks out there, just let you know, this man showed up on my birthday too, back down in D.C. on the show, unannounced.
Yep.
We
Had to
did-
throw a little surprise in there.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated that. But your boy Chris, last week,
I made it down too.
he came. He did. He came to my house, man. That was great. I'm not in there now. That's man. You're talking about rough living over the last week and a half, man. My wife may have been soldiers.
Heard about it.
Yeah, we moved.
No, we didn't hear about it. We see the evidence.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, you see the
bruises,
broken thumb. So you know, just the last week's been tough. But look, last week right here, Chris for my birthday gave me a jersey, man. You know what it was?
Penn State jersey.
Nah. Well, I mean, you know what's up, you know. Nah, it wasn't a Penn State jersey. It was a Sean Taylor jersey.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh yeah, man.
I need that. Hey, I actually know.
Man,
actually,
it was nice.
I did the autograph signing I was talking about with Ovechkin.
Uh-huh.
They actually have the company I did it through. They actually have the last jersey that he wore with all the grass stains, blood, all that still on it.
Wow.
And you see the price tag on that thing.
Well, I mean, what was that going for?
It said it didn't have one up there. It says ask. It said best offer.
Question mark on it.
Oh my God, you probably
Best
looking
offer.
you looking at six figures for that.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
400 or the $500,000.
I would probably say a quarter. I clearly.
How much would you pay for it?
Yeah, I mean, because in the memorabilia world, a last of something. I mean, I used to collect football cards when I was a kid, man. I had literally, did not know this. I had Peyton's rookie, Montana's rookie. I had a 30-something card of Sammy Ball. And I gave those things away when I went to college. I gave them to this kid in my neighborhood. He's probably right now.
rich right
he probably
now.
got driving in a Benz right now because of me.
I think that jersey will be worth thousands. I don't know about no half or
Oh,
a quarter. 'Cause, I mean, look, as great as he was, you're talking about a guy that only played like a handful of years.
It doesn't matter.
Not a Hall of Famer.
It doesn't matter. There's multi-millionaire fans of the Redskins fans.
Well, true.
That'll buy that.
True.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, being a Giant fan, that was a guy that I definitely respected. The guy, you knew every time you were going up against the Redskins, you had to be aware where that guy was at. It's kind of like when you're playing Troy Polamalu and every, you had to see where this guy was at.
I actually seen, I was at a tattoo parlor. I was getting tatted up. In the tattoo book, I actually seen a couple of tattoos of Sean Taylor.
Wow.
Yeah, so I know somebody going to drop some cash for that jersey.
Man, look,
you
you
getting
know,
his tattoo on him?
You know, that's just it's nuts because you think about him and LeBron Landry.
Man, that's dangerous.
Highlander on the site, on the chat box, saying last jersey that he wore, he saw it going for $20,000, and that was his Pro Bowl jersey, right? $20,000.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about the last, but we're talking.
That was his last Pro Bowl jersey worn. Well, that was his very last. I mean, think about it, because he didn't play the regular season, so.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh, he
played
oh, that's
all the
right.
way
He
to
died during the season. I apologize. That's right.
He got
did. He
hurt.
That's
He
right.
got hurt.
Yeah, that's right. He
got
died
hurt
during the season.
Todd says in the chat box he has a college game jersey that was worn on eBay for $22. Man,
whoa,
that's what I'm saying, man. That you talking about grass stains and all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
Last jersey,
50 to 60.
So you don't think it hit the 6 digits?
I think that's 6 digits. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. We'll look it up. Not just to say
We'll
not to say you're wrong enough,
we'll,
but I'm
we'll
saying
purchase it.
Well, good luck.
Man, that's,
we'll purchase it.
Show me the receipt.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not a fan of jerseys. I mean, you guys are my boys and all, but I'm not a fan of putting another man's name on my back. That's just me. I mean, I got the Charles Barkley thing where he said once you hit 30, you can't wear another man's jersey. That's what he said.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I did my thing when, growing up. That was the thing when I was growing up.
Of course. But if you wear a Sean Taylor jersey, or not even so much Sean Taylor, if you're wearing a White Tittle jersey or a Johnny Unitas, I mean, come on, man.
But I think if you're 30, the way to
that's
look at
different.
If you're 30 and older, the way to look at jerseys is put them in a frame and put them in your house.
And now see, that's exactly what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me an Eli. I wear it because obviously he's starting quarterback for the Giants, but number 10, that was the number I wore when I played soccer. So it's a good look. Number 10.
Man, you need to put your name on the back of that jersey.
Hey, listen, man.
Oliveira.
Yo, he got a Super Bowl ring.
So I know Chris, man, as long as I've known this guy, anybody that bashes the Giants or Eli Manning, he is quick to throw out there, well, we got a Super Bowl ring.
What's it about? Brandon, what's it about?
Rex Grossman got a Super Bowl ring.
What's it about?
Yeah.
Rex Grossman got a Super Bowl ring.
Come on, he got it. He wasn't playing.
Is he better than Eli?
No. What? You think Rex Grossman's a better quarterback than Eli?
I mean,
I know I know that's your teammate.
No,
and I know you bang your head for a living, but bro, come on, be serious.
I'm gonna be honest. He's not. But if I had to choose, I would pick Rex. I think Rex.
Of course you would. That's your teammate.
I'm saying if he wasn't my teammate, I think he was more of a gamer than Eli. Eli just good because he got a lot of knowledge, I think, from his brother. He's not athletic. I don't think.
He's not athletic. Nobody's saying he's athletic, but listen.
Do he win ball games? No. I've never seen him.
You can make a very compelling argument. Going in that way, obviously, you can make a very compelling argument about him. The type of guy you don't see him single-handedly winning a game.
Mm-hmm.
But, Eli, and I hate this argument, and I'm going to bring it up myself, but you look at his numbers in fourth quarter, comebacks, last 2 minutes, he's, his rookie year did against Denver. This guy's done. He did it in the Super Bowl with that great play that the Giants practiced all year round. David Tyree catching it off his helmet. Yeah, that was a set play.
I mean, look. Let's face it. Let's face it. He's got the same thing his brother has.
One ring.
Yeah.
So I don't knock Eli. I think Eli's a good quarterback. Is he great? No, absolutely not. But he's a good quarterback, and in that system,
he's a good quarterback.
They don't need a great quarterback.
I think a lot of people knock Eli for two reasons. One, that's Peyton's brother.
Yeah.
He's never going to live up to Peyton. Listen, just because you're not Peyton doesn't mean you're not a good quarterback. That's no. And then number two, he's the number 1 overall pick, and then he forced his way out of San Diego to be a New York Giant. So I think a lot of people criticize him. Is he a top 5 QB? No, absolutely not.
I don't think it's either one of any of those. No. I think it's because he plays in New York. He plays in the biggest market in the country. And if you have a good game, it's not your fault that they won.
Yeah, but see. I
mean, no, I'm saying the fans of New York.
Yeah, I don't think the fans of New York don't really kill him. It's the outside fans. I mean, it's Dallas Cowboy fans, the Redskin fans that I talk to on a regular basis. Those are the guys that aren't enamored by his play. Those are the guys that are like,
there's only
what's Eli do for you?
There's only one quarterback that I know Redskins fans, being media with them and knowing these guys, there's only one quarterback in the league that Redskins fans just flat out think is overrated.
Tony Romo.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, a lot of people can make that argument, but the whole Rex Grossman. I know that's your teammate.
I don't think he is.
That's your team. But there's a reason.
I take Romo before I take Eli.
I would too. But give me the fourth quarter. I'm taking Eli all day.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, but now Rex Grossman. There's a reason why he's a free agent. There's a reason why he wasn't starting in the league. He's still not starting in the league. There's a reason for that.
I think he got a bum deal in Chicago. I really do.
Listen,
I really do.
Man, he got a ring though.
As good as he is,
he did.
Where'd he get a ring though? Where'd he get a ring though, Brandon? I mean, I'm trying to think.
The Bears?
They lost.
They lost.
They lost to Peyton Manning. That's why I'm saying here like.
Nah, he got NFC championship.
No, he lost.
Oh man, I'm saying my fault. I'm saying
and he wasn't a quarterback, and Kyle Lauren was a quarterback.
But he got an NFC championship ring.
Who cares? Hey. So what's his name? Jim Kelly got 4 AFC championship rings. Ask if you don't trade all 4 of them for 1 Super Bowl ring.
Hey, man.
There's a reason why this guy was a free agent. There's a reason why he's bounced around a couple of teams. He hasn't started in the NFL. He's a good quarterback. He has all the tools, but at the end of the day, it's like you guys say, you have to play the game in order to understand the game. And he's very turnover.
But you know what?
A lot of turnovers.
In fairness to that, though, this year, Didn't turn the ball.
Well, he
over.
played 2 games.
No. He played more than 2 games.
He played 2 games. That's when the whole thing about McNabb was in Detroit. That's when he came in. That was his first game in Detroit.
He played the last 3.
Yeah, he played the last 3.
Oh, my bad. I was wrong. 3 games.
But listen. The point is, you say in fairness to Rex. Now, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm just saying in fairness to him, he hasn't bounced around. He was in Houston, and he signed to come to the Redskins because Kyle Shanahan came in.
All right, he didn't bounce around. He played on 3 teams.
But he by choice, though. By choice.
Like, here's my thing. Mm-hmm. And you guys all know this. You guys are in the NFL. You know better than I do. They're always looking for the next guy at every single position, every single day.
Yep.
If this guy was that good, especially at the quarterback position, okay? If this guy was that good, he wouldn't have to bounce. He wouldn't have to sign up to be the backup in Houston. You wouldn't have to sign up to come and be McNabb's backup. All right? You're talking about a guy that plenty of opportunities. There's been a lot of turnover. I mean, you're talking about Tyler Thigpen starting a couple games. I mean, there's plenty of guys in the league that started that you're like, what, those guys are starting? But because of injuries, they've started. You trying to tell me he can't play?
He'll be the starting quarterback.
He couldn't play.
He'll be the starting quarterback for the Redskins this year.
Well, they have no choice.
No, because John Beck could be the starting quarterback.
John Beck, man. Forget about John Beck.
Or they could draft a guy.
Listen, everybody's favorite player on the NFL team is always the backup QB because you could always think he could do better than the starter. And then when he finally gets in there, he's a bum.
Todd in our chat box says Rex is not a starter. He'll be a career backup.
Yeah, that's exact. Todd, I disagree with most everything else you said. But on that, we're good, though. Todd.
I got one person to say, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, come on, man, this guy.
Wait, hold on.
That was smart. What made you figure that one out? Oh, about you figured it out by yourself?
I'm just saying, he's a ball player.
Yeah, you know that.
He's been a backup for how many years? And now
for 3 years. That was a guy that your San Francisco 49ers passed up. And he drafted Alex Smith
from there.
California.
He was playing at Cal.
Sunshine boy.
He was playing at Cal right in their backyard, and they passed him up.
And if you guys watched that whole Tom Brady segment on ESPN, they passed him up too. Yep. And they took the kid up from Hofstra.
Tom Brady from out there too.
Yeah, he's another kid.
I watched that today, matter of fact.
Well, you watched that? You seen that? He was crying. You're talking about like now. He's crying about being upset about those guys being drafted ahead of him. And my man remembers. It's funny because you start off the interview like, "Do you remember the QBs taken ahead of you?" And he names He names them one by one.
Yep.
Wow, guys that aren't even in the league. He's like. Psst, psst.
And now he can go up to the local fast food and tell them to give him his order. I mean, there were a lot of guys. I mean, you throw out names galore. Cade McNown. He was nice at UCLA.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember people talking about the Redskins were going to take him. They took Heath Schuler. Oh
Look, they're saying the Skins took Campbell ahead of him too, I guess. Oh, they're talking about Aaron Rodgers, I would say, right?
Now, look, you talking about the last jersey that I actually wore that was put on my back. There's a reason. That's why I don't do it anymore, because it was Heath Schuler.
Oh, he's doing good, though. He's running for mayor or governor. Isn't he the mayor or governor of Tennessee or something like that?
That's the backup plan when you can't make it in the league.
I remember. See, these guys are young. These guys are young, but I remember when the Redskins took him in the top 5 pick. It was him and Trent Dilfer that year. There was a big battle about who's the number 1 quarterback.
Dilfer coming from Fresno State.
And those guys, that was a big battle between both of those guys. And Schuler,
let me
Schuler,
tell you,
whatever. Oh my God.
Let me tell y'all. Let me give y'all some more insight to wisdom. In their bowl game, Heath Schuler's junior year, he decided he was coming out early. In their bowl game, they played none other than my alma mater, Penn State. It was in the I think it was the Outback Bowl in Tampa. And the defensive coordinator at the time for Penn State was Jerry Sandusky. And they actually ran pro sets. Heath Schuler had 5 interceptions that bowl game. Okay. They were all over him. And everybody was saying, okay, this kid doesn't know how to read defenses. No, he struggles with pro sets. And people like, that's just one game. He wasn't prepared. Yeah, it translated to the next level.
What about when the Redskins finally thought they figured it out at the QB position and Gus Frerotte? And then against the New York Giants, he scores a touchdown. He runs his head into the wall, the cement wall with the padding, and never again was the same QB.
But you know what, though? In fairness to Gus Frerotte, he's a career pro, and I'm okay with that.
But he was good until he messed up his neck. He was good that year.
Yeah, but he led a team. I think he led, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it the Vikings that he led to the playoffs?
He was with the Vikings. He played with the Vikings. He played with a bunch of other teams.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pro. I mean, I don't knock that right there. If he's a pro.
Hey man, listen.
Everybody got a little, This how y'all good?
A lot of people on the chat box. A lot of people on the chat box are talking about that the guy that's going to be a bust this year is Ryan Mallett. And Lake, if you recall, coming on my show when Serge and I were doing the show, Serge was talking about he's going to be the #1 pick, and I told him how he was on crack.
No, he's too. First of all, he's too tall.
I think he'll be better than Jake Locker.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Ryan Mallett can throw.
You just turned around to me 10 minutes ago and you said, Grossman is a lot more athletic than Eli. Locker is much, much more athletic.
You're right.
You're talking about a guy that could play at the major league level, baseball.
But the way the NFL working nowadays, man, I think Ryan Mallett can fit in somebody's offense and have a better career than John.
Ryan Mallett is going to be the next Ryan Leaf. The comparisons are exactly the same. The guy's tall. He can't read defenses. He forces everything into double coverage. We'll see. I mean, look, that's why this is fun. That's why I love
off season. Got time to work on it.
Hey, listen, it's a lot of you guys know this. Everybody looks good in shorts and t-shirts. All right, I can make all the throws myself.
Yep.
Now you got that pass rush getting on top of you.
Yep.
When you get those guys on you, all of a sudden you know which way they're coming from. All of a sudden, you just getting rid of the ball. And that's what happened. You saw that with the kid that went to San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
Remember he could. His very first game against Baltimore Ravens, he got sacked 4 or 5 times in a Hall of Fame game, and the guy was never the same quarterback. That was his first game at the pro level.
Nah, see, I still think everybody's sleeping on Cam Newton right now. I mean,
oh yeah, I already said that.
That guy's a monster.
I think he should be the #1 pick.
Yeah,
I think the Panthers should. Even though they picked the quarterback last year, I still think they should get him.
That's what I'm saying. He's special. You don't get that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's talking about Blaine Gabbert, and he's good. Listen, man, we're talking about. First of all, they played the same spread offense, in college. Cam Newton did this in the most brutal conference in football, in college football, the SEC.
And laughed about it.
And what I saw him do against Alabama in that final game, man, that right there was to me like, okay, this guy can handle anything you throw at him pressure-wise. And Nick Saban was throwing legitimate pro junk defenses at him every play. In the first half, you could see it wasn't even about what he wasn't doing.
He's a great, great athlete. I don't know if he's a great quarterback.
But he's a winner. Everywhere he's been, he's won.
You need to
as long as you get those W's, that's all that matters.
You need to make those throws, though.
But listen,
talk about winners. You're talking about a guy.
He won the junior college national championship, and he won the national championship at Auburn.
Vince Young did the same thing.
Hey, you're talking. Listen,
Vince Young got a winning record in the pros too.
Hey, he does. We're talking about another guy. Obviously, Mr. Tim Tebow, that everybody loves.
Love him.
Listen, they're forcing him onto the field.
Yeah.
But he can't make the throws. At the end of the day, the NFL coach is going to look at that player and say, "Could this kid make the throw or not?" Because that's the difference between my contract being picked up and being cut.
But see, when he played those final 2 games for Denver last year, he showed why he's Tim Tebow. Is because he does other things. He's never going to be Peyton Manning in the pocket. But if you expect him to be Peyton Manning in the pocket, you're going to destroy a football player. My thing is if guys are winning, I'm sorry, maybe that's just me, but it's like, Chris, if you play a pickup soccer game, that's your sport. That's what you were great at. If you know that you can go out and get 4 other guys or soccer standards, what is that, 9 other guys?
Well, it's 11 total.
Right, so you get yourself 10 other guys that are good players, but they have never lost. They never know what it's like to lose. You can win with those guys. You don't need stars all the time. You need leaders.
You don't need stars, but you do need that game changer. You need that guy that when it comes to clutch time, he's going to be there for you.
So #1 pick, you telling me, #1 pick, you're Carolina, and you're forced to take a quarterback. You would take Gabbert before Cam Newton?
No. I'm not saying – I don't know enough about Gabbert. He's talking about a guy that came out of nowhere, all of a sudden so much hype. There's been plenty of guys like that made it throughout the NFL that obviously we're not scouts. I'm not a scout. I can speak for myself. I'm not a scout. I don't – we didn't know enough. Tom Brady's a perfect example. Everybody hated on him, and look at what he's become.
All right, well, look.
I don't know if he's that type of QB or not, but –
we got some questions in here for both you guys. Alex, the people want to know who the 49ers are going to take in the draft.
I'm as clueless as everybody else.
You have any favorites that you think, just from what you saw in college, they could come in and do some work?
In general, I like what Cam does. I would not have a problem with Cam coming over and getting to know him. But to me, I'm cool with the quarterbacks I got. I'm cool
There's
with them.
actually,
Well, we're not, because Chris and me said Alex Smith.
There's
No,
actually
sir.
an outside
Now, what pick they
possibility.
got?
The 49ers have, you guys have
Seven.
six.
There's an outside possibility to take the kid Peterson from LSU, the safety, whatever he is.
Oh,
I'm talking
man,
about a
he's
kid that
beast.
can return
A
kicks
beast.
too.
Yes, he
A
is
beast.
a beast.
With speed, too.
I actually know. I know Pat P. So he cool. He a beast. Fast, talented.
He's got a chance to be a special
Yeah,
lockdown
he
corner.
could be a Darrell Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that, man. Hey,
He's
guys
too
got
big.
all the-
I think at the end of the day they're gonna have to move him to safety. He's too big.
What you mean? He's too big, but he's fast with it.
Yeah,
though.
but you know how it is. Now you start bulking up at the NFL because now you're getting paid to lift all day. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get too big. Listen, we don't know, but
no, I mean, it might be. It might be.
he's 6'1" now, right? He's a big dude.
That's the problem with Antro Roll, man. After a while, you just start to see that he's just too big.
Yeah,
to
you
be
have to switch because
covering
now,
little guys,
now
man.
listen. Now you don't have to go to class. You're not lifting part time. Now this is your job. You guys know this. You guys get paid to be in the gym all day.
To be Hawks.
All of a sudden, your body start. You're 20 when your body starts to fill out. I think that's my prediction. Eventually, I don't know how long and how deep into his NFL career, but eventually they're gonna have to move him.
Todd in our chat box says, Brandon, who do you want the Skins to take in the draft?
I mean, I like Cam, but
Can't get Cam because
I don't think Cam gonna be a 10. Like I say, I like Patrick Peterson, but I don't think he gonna last the 10 either. So I think we're gonna probably go. I like the Von Miller kid from Texas A&M.
He's gonna be going too.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
going quick.
It's going to come down, in my opinion, to if they keep the pick. I think the Redskins personally should trade down. But if they keep the pick, I think it's going to come down to Robert Quinn from Carolina or Daquan Bowers from Clemson if they're available.
Yeah, I agree.
And those will be, and I'll be comfortable with those picks because it would help Arakpo. It would help, the Phillip Daniels, the Albert Hainsworths, the Adam Carrickers of the world and down that D line. So interesting stuff. Now, before we, we got about 10 minutes or so before we wrap up tonight's program here, Fork at River House. Once again, Alex Joseph, San Francisco 49er linebacker, Brandon Banks, Washington Redskin, special teams ace, wide receiver, Cristiano Oliveira down from Upper New Jersey, as I guess I can start saying that, New York, Sirius Radio, all that good stuff. Myself, Lake Lewis. Listen, this is what we do. We just sit back, just let it come to us. Don't force the script.
We got our boy here, Todd, on the chat box talking about Cameron Jordan.
Oh, he's nice from Cal. He's nice. Todd, I don't think Cameron Jordan is going to – I mean, that's kind of high, though. At a 10, I do like him quite a bit. But once again, if you have Bowers, who was doing it in the ACC, no offense to Jordan because he was in the Pac-10, but it's just wild, wild west out there in the Pac-10, man.
But Bowers has big question marks, though. Big question.
I know
with
they
that
talking about
knee.
the arthritis and
There's
all
a lot
the
of problems
degenerative
with
and
that.
all that, but listen, man, there was a player a couple years ago, guys, that everybody was talking about had that kind of problem, and it was a player that everyone was talking about could be a guy that slips because he supposedly had a leg problem, and the guy was a beast this year. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was one of them USC linebackers.
Matthews had a lot of question marks.
He did it, the shoulder, but it's the other kid,
the Cincinnati kid.
The Cincinnati kid.
If you would Ray Maluk, if he came out the year before, you would have been a top 10 pick. And then he stayed in school for senior year, and he dropped all the way to the second round.
But people were saying that he had a degenerative problem. But I mean, he looked like he played okay. I mean, Cincinnati put that out there probably.
I don't know if he fell all the way to the second. So
yeah, that's
plenty of teams had an opportunity to get him.
That's a drop right there. So listen, man. I mean, you guys had the skewers. We're gonna eat dinner afterwards. Get some food here. The food here is it's
legit.
Nice. It's nice. Yeah. We heading down to AC afterwards, though, fellas.
Oh yeah.
What y'all got going on?
I'm heading back to Philly.
Yeah, I saw your tweets today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw those tweets all day.
Man, I've been pulling all-nighters, getting this schoolwork done, man. It ain't easy.
He is. Yeah, I commend you for that. Once again, folks, this man went back to school at Temple.
That's what's up, man.
You're going to graduate.
Yep, May 12th.
You going to have a big party, anything?
Nah, I'm keeping it simple.
Come on, man. You got to invite the fellas up, man.
I'm not doing it.
Got to get a party bus, go to AC.
We need to meet up in Philly, man.
You can do that.
I've been down on, Market Street?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wearing any of my New York stuff.
Oh, no.
in Philly.
I was going to tell Brandon, don't just make sure there's not even a tint of burgundy in that. Because they go hard in Philadelphia. Believe me.
Trust me, I know.
They go
Crazy.
real hard in Philadelphia.
Out there.
Who's what's the spot down there in Philly?
I mean, South Street.
Okay.
When it's warm out, it's a long strip of everything.
Yeah, that's
you
where
name it.
that's where we went and got that Philly cheesesteak when we went and played
It was
up
nice,
there.
wasn't it?
Yeah, South Street. I remember that.
Yeah, you go on South Street. That's right. When it's warm out, clean your car up. Go over
You go
there,
cruising.
stunt. Go ahead,
He
stunt.
said stunt.
Stunt and post up. That's what. Hey, when I got warm out when I was at Temple with the boys, we had the weekends to do whatever. That's exactly where we're at.
Hey, so look, man, next, just to let everybody know, too, before we go off the air here shortly, next week, right here at Forked River House, we're going to have a guy that I'm sure Chris is going to be excited about, him being the Giants guy covering those guys. We're going to have Victor Cruz come on out here. Victor Cruz was tearing it up in the preseason. I mean, really tearing it up. And,
He embarrassed the Jets a couple of
he
times.
did,
and our boy, Dwight Lowry.
But you heard Kyle Wilson last week right here on the show
said it was preseason.
He said, I was preseason, though. But I don't care.
Well,
That
he got
dude-
hurt. He obviously couldn't show his stuff during the regular season. So
yeah, but he's working out with Eli.
But they
though.
kept him around, though.
And he's working out one-on-one with
They
Eli.
kept him on their roster being hurt. So, and as you guys know, and Alex mentioned before, they don't usually keep guys that are hurt.
No. So he'll be out next week. Another up-and-coming young player will get his thoughts and let us know what he has planned this year with the New York Giants. That's going to be on Friday, though, so let everybody
Yeah, it'll
right
be
now
fun.
know.
I'm going to tell him that Brandon says that Eli's overrated. Want to get his thoughts.
They see each other on the field, man. They'll talk about all that stuff. So, look, man, this has been a good show. As always, guys, chilling. I appreciate both gentlemen driving up from Philly, driving up from Ashburn. That's
Hey, man, I was happy to get out of the house, though, man.
That's about 4. It took you about 4 hours. Had to.
It took me 4 hours.
Man, that's called dedication, man.
Yeah, but you got two loyal boys that took the ride with him to make the ride easier for him.
I still drove the whole way,
when
though.
I go up to Virginia and to D.C. to do those shows, I bring a couple of my boys to make the ride easier.
I noticed.
But they fall asleep, though.
Yeah.
I bring them up so they can keep
They
me
fell
awake.
asleep, but look, before we got to 495, he was next to us. I looked, his boys were out.
They were out. I'm like, wait, you guys are supposed to keep me up.
I called him. You going to be all right, man? Nah, but you know what, though? Seriously, you got to be careful up here, man. The guys here have even warned me, too, the cops, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah,
We
man.
seen so many people pulled over on the way.
man, you got to be careful. Don't, as Alex
Yeah,
said,
and
don't
especially
stunt.
if you tell them you're a Redskin, forget it.
Oh, my
I
God.
just paid the ticket off last week. I done got about 5 tickets in the month.
The 49ers, man, I mean, that's not good either. But then you can say, I did go to, I'm at Temple, though.
Let 'em
So,
know.
yeah. You
I don't know if this worked or if there was the case, but I was retarded. You could say I'm retarded, basically, because I was speeding. I had a 98 S90 supercharged Volvo. It's old school, not old school, but my dad just fixed the air intake so it can move. So I was like, let me test this thing out. I'm on the Jersey Turnpike. Nobody on the road. I was going a little bit too fast. Got me at 115.
Yo, dude, you guys.
Nah, but check this out. I'm pulling out my wallet, and my Temple ID comes out first. He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "I'm going back to school." Young college kid. That's what he says to me. So I'm like, shit. Takes him he's in the back for like half an hour. So I'm like, ooh, this ain't looking good. I started getting scared. He comes back. He said, I'm not giving you any points. I'm whatever. So I'm going to take care of you. You're going back to school. I go online to check out that ticket. Oh, man, I thank God every day for this. That ticket was $54.
So, man, I got one last week coming back, man. 74. And it wasn't here. It was in Maryland. It was, you pull out of a little Wawa or whatever, and when you pull out, it's like a little median in the road. So basically, you have to make a left and you have to make a right and U-turn to come back. Yeah, I kind of cut back to the left. And as soon as I did it, the lights just came on. Boom!
Dude, I had my license for a couple of days, and my pops had one of them old school Dodge Ram pickup trucks, and it was stick. So I was on the 30, and I said, let me stretch. I had my couple of days. So there's nobody on the road. Stretching gears. I'm like 85. Wasn't no 100. Cop caught me. 6 points. That's why I have my license for like a couple hours.
I've never had points and stuff taken, man. I mean, you Brandon, you back up on the road going to Raleigh every other day.
Yeah, I got some points taken. My insurance high. Shoot, I told you I got 5 tickets in a month. If it wasn't for my good old lawyer, I'd probably be sitting behind some bars or something.
Oh my God.
Shoot, I had Trent Porsches.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had Trent Porsche, man. It was on 28.
Trent Williams, man.
You know the 28, and it's just straight.
It's all country too.
Yeah, you know I had to test it out. You know, but they called me.
How many cars? I heard Trent got like 10 cars, man.
Yeah, he got about he close.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
You know, Trent is one of those rookies that people will use as the reason why there's going to be some changes with those rookie contracts. He got like what, 60 million?
60 mil.
What happened with the Jets? We talk about what's his name?
Look at Alex. Look at Alex.
Yeah. You talk about with the Jets, Mark Sanchez, when he signed this contract, he instantaneously became the highest paid player in the team's history.
Yep.
I mean, Trent was right. If you look at the Redskins contracts, the only reason Trent isn't the highest paid player is because of the other three. I mean, you look at Albert, you look at Donovan, and you look at D'Angelo Hall. But if you look at his contract and that signing bonus.
No, what really helped him was that player performance. He got his player performance by Detroit Lions week. And that's what set him right on.
Oh, it's a great problem to have, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish I had it.
Man, I mean, that's a lot of money, man. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, guys were talking about the house and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, his house fat.
Yeah, man. House. Yeah. But see, that's
the rookie showing off to the veterans on the team. Look at my 10 cars.
But look, and that's not normal though, because most of the guys, man, this lockout hurting people's pockets.
Oh yeah.
But Trent,
he's
chilling.
good.
He got it all up front.
I mean, he did. What was his signing bonus? It had to be like 20.
Yeah, I think it was 20. It was like 23 or something.
Just to do this. Boop, boop. Oh,
write your name on a piece of paper and now
20 million. What does it happen? I mean, seriously, do you get that like overnight? Is that in your account overnight or what?
Yeah. You sign that piece of paper, it's going in that account.
Oh my, Chris, can you imagine sign your name and tomorrow morning when you wake up 20 million in your account?
I got something like that. I dream about it every night. I wake up every day to a big bankroll.
My God. Well, look, man, we got to get out of here. It's been real as always. Once again, want to thank Brandon Banks driving up from Virginia.
Appreciate it.
Washington Redskins, young star player. Also, Mr. Alex Joseph, San Francisco 49ers, the heir apparent to Patrick Willis. How about that?
I like that.
Yeah, we're going to be coming out to his hometown, which is his hometown in San Fran, and we're going to be doing shows out there.
Hey, serious, no joke. And Brandon will testify with this. If we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. So, Chris, yes, we're going to get out there, man. We're going to set something up in San Fran, get you out there, man.
Well, November 13th, John.
You got to do your thing, though. You got to line up some of your dudes, man.
I'll do that.
And we'll make this happen. We'll have a special Alex Joseph show.
We'll have Victor in here. We get the Giants and Alex to come out in San Fran.
That's what we're going to do.
Let's do it.
Get the rivalry going. So, look, folks, we got to get out of here, man. Once again, another great show here at Forker River House. We appreciate all the love, hospitality. We're going to eat some of the best food you guys have ever had. So, everybody in the chat box, we appreciate you. As always, stay tuned on sportsjourney.com. Got some great things coming up next week back home in the area, but you got to stay tuned on sportsjourney.com. Have a safe night, everyone.
Peace out, everybody.